arrests 2 more persons in connection with the ongoing investigations into activities of the defunct Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining. Meanwhile, Secretary of the defunct Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining calls the bluff of the special prosecutor as his lawyer says he will not honor the OSP's invitation despite a warrant of arrest hanging over his head.
We did not transition from military rule into democratic rule for the office of the special prosecutor become a pseudo-military agency. No, he's not going to turn himself in.
In business, business associations disclose IMF deal halted plans to lay off workers and shut down operations. Details on the Joy Business Report.
And Ghana Education Service suspends approval of tug of war and pillow fight as a sport in basic and second cycle schools in the country. And they came, they saw, and they were conquered. That's the story of the self-taught students of Bia Senior High Technical School. We'll tell you how they managed a smile even after they finished their contest with their score at negative numbers.
A rectangle with adjacent sides congruent is a square.
It's a false statement.
That is incorrect.
We learned ourselves and we've tried. Our masters became so reluctant.
We have these and more here with me, Fred Smith. As always, thanks for choosing us. We're your home of independent, fearless, and credible journalism. To our first story, 2 more persons have been arrested by the special prosecutor in the ongoing investigation into activities of the defunct Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining. Journalist Seth Mante and former first vice chairman of the governing NPP in the Central Region, Eko Ewusi, were picked up by the OSP. My colleague Elton Brobe is joining us now with details. Elton, what are the specific allegations against these 2?
So, Fred, the arrest relates to their involvement in the sale of an undisclosed number of excavators. Now, according to the Professor Informed Working document he presented to the Chief of Staff, he quotes that in October 2019, one Mr. Seth Mante, a journalist with Peace FM, was apprehended because of unlawful excavator sale. In the course of the investigation, Mr. Mante confessed that he was contracted by one John Ofuriata, the National Security Coordinator for the Central Region, and Mr. Eko Ewusi, to use his bank account at the National Investment Bank for what effectively was money laundering. Effectively, the proceeds from the excavator sales were lodged in Mr. Seth Mante's account. The money lodged were later cashed and given to Mr. John Ofuriata, who in turn gave some of the money to Eko Ewusi. Now, there's Seth Mante's handwritten statement to the police on this matter. So the OSP, according to our sources, probed into this matter and established that indeed the 2 were involved in a sale of some undisclosed number of excavators, the reason for the arrest and subsequent bail.
Elton Brobe with that update from the Special Prosecutor's investigations. Meanwhile, Secretary of the defunct Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, Charles Bisiu, says he will not honor the invitation of the Special Prosecutor. The bluff comes in the wake of the Special Prosecutor securing a court order allowing him to find and arrest him following his failure to honor an invitation. Lawyers for Charles Bisiu have, as a result, sued the Special Prosecutor yet again, alleging various human rights violations. Nana Ejei-Bafo-Ewua is lawyer for Charles Bisiu.
Even the Attorney General will not behave the way the Office of the Special Prosecutor is behaving, right? And so, my brother, we did not transition from military rule into democratic rule for the Office of the Special Prosecutor become a pseudo-military agency to witch hunt and harass people. We need to respect the fundamental human rights of people under the 1992 Constitution.
Let me ask you, as we speak tonight, your client is a wanted man. Will he turn himself in?
No, he's not going to turn himself in.
Lawyer for Charles Bisiu, Nana Ejei-Bafo-Ewua, speaking to Evans Mensah on Top Story yesterday. Now, the director of the West African Center for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens, Professor Gordon Awandare, has revealed that the many asymptomatic, mild and reported COVID-19 cases recorded in Ghana were as a result of high malaria exposure. He says that data indicates that malaria-induced tolerance to inflammatory stimulation protected us from severe COVID-19 and deaths. He was delivering his inaugural lecture at the University of Ghana on the topic, How Our Immune System Acquires Tolerance to Malaria and Helped Us Survive COVID-19.
Virus. We got the virus all right, but just ignored it, okay? And this ignore takes us back to the tolerance that we learned from malaria. How do you ignore a pathogen? It's malaria that taught us how to ignore pathogens. So this was very fascinating for us. And then we wanted to find out, did this have to do with how much malaria they had? So we looked at their levels of malaria-specific antibodies. We just tested them for antibodies. So you see that, again, it is very generally true that those who were asymptomatic, in other words, those who were able to ignore the virus, had more previous exposure to malaria.
Director of the West Africa Center for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens, Professor Gordon Awandare. The pensioner bondholders have refused to back down on protests insisting government borrows from Treasury bills market to pay maturing coupons. This comes in the wake of government's failure to pay 7 coupons and 4 principals to the bondholders. Speaking to Raymond Akon upfront, convener of the pensioner bondholders, Dr. Edu Ananientri, dismissed suggestions that any attempt to raise more money to pay them will only worsen the country's debt situation.
If you borrow a little more at the Treasury bill market and use it to service this, it is better, especially for the aged who solely are relying on these coupons. And if we don't give it to them, their life is impaired, their health is impaired. So borrow a little to service these elderly people so that they can live.
Now, former Finance Minister Seth Terkper, who was also on the show, dismissed government's proposal to buy the pensioners out of the market.
Delisting and not putting them on the market, I'm not sure how that will bring the money. It's reverting to the status of Treasury bills. Treasury bills are not marketable, and they are dealt with through Bank of Ghana. Delisting means that they will be housed again in the custody of Bank of Ghana and the CSD. So I don't see it as an immediate solution.
Former Finance Minister Seth Terkper there. Now, the Ghana Education Service says it has suspended its earlier approval of tug of war and pillow fight as a sport in basic and second cycle schools in the country. In a statement, the GES says the suspension is to deepen stakeholder engagement on the policy and has subsequently directed all regional directors of education to inform metro, municipal, district directors of education and heads of second cycle institutions of the said suspension. And now, they came, they saw, and they were conquered. That's the story of the self-taught students of Bia Senior High Technical School during the qualifying stages of the National Science and Math Quiz in the Western North region. Without a dedicated teacher and close to no reference material, the students of Bia SHTS took charge of their own destiny and prepared for the competition. My colleague Michael Ashali has the rest of the story.
You've been learning all day long, waited for this moment too.
An honest confession of sleepless nights by students of Bia SHTS preparing to contest in the Western North qualifiers. But the contest proved to be a very difficult hurdle.
Yes, Bia.
Recessive.
That is incorrect. Bia, a rectangle with adjacent sides congruent is a square.
It's a false statement.
That is incorrect.
Navigating the path to representing their school proved to be a formidable challenge as the students encountered numerous hurdles along the way. Without the guidance of a teacher, the contestants were left to their own devices, taking turns to teach themselves.
We don't have menu materials that you'll be learning, so usually we teach ourselves. Our master was quite busy.
We didn't even know that we would come for the contest, so it was impromptu.
In a disheartening turn of events, their efforts culminated in a score that defied expectations.
So at the end of the contest, these are the scores. Bia had negative 10 points and St. Joseph Senior High School had 30 points.
Despite finishing with a negative score, the contestants showcased the true essence of perseverance and determination.
We've tried, but it didn't work out.
Bia, alpha particles are highly ionizing.
True statement.
That is correct.
For Joy News, Michael Ashale.
And that's how we end the news at 6 this morning. Our top story: Special Prosecutor arrests 2 more persons in connection with the ongoing investigations into activities of the defunct Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining. I'm Fred Smith. There's more news at myjoyonline.com.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso taking the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Hey, Chairman! Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Okay. If I leave work now, I can beat traffic, get takeaways for dinner with the girls, and be on time to pick up Sam and his mom from the hospital. Proud to belong to ABSA.
We know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. That's why with ABSA's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Get things done simply with our digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's ABSA.
Life's battle during retirement are not won by the strongest. Sooner or later, those who win are those who prepare for it. Ensuring your future is your responsibility to your family and loved ones. Progress Trustees, a company that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. The Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, the Progress Personal Pension Scheme helps you achieve peace of mind during retirement. We also provide administration services for employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes seeking to outsource their day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund scheme. Start your journey to your envisaged quality life during retirement by contacting us on 0504-368-048 on our website www.progresstrusteesgh.com. Progress Trustees, a joyous retirement begins here.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool. But don't worry, with a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be biara may fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 7th August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Don't you worry. Just be happy. Don't you worry. Mosquitoes come through your door, kill it, will kill them for sure. Kill it, will kill them for sure. Kill it, insecticide spray, kill it, mosquito claw. Anywhere them day, we've got kill it today. Intuntum nintefre, kill it. Wow, kill it. Mosquitoes and insects, kill it. So they come there, yeah. Kill it. Intuntum nintefre, kill it. Wow,
have you heard? Kill It is back and available nationwide at all shopping outlets. Buy what kills mosquitoes, cockroaches, and all flying and crawling insects. Use Kill It Insecticide's strong and long-lasting formula that leaves a lingering sweet aroma. Buy Kill It Insecticide. Todiekum. This product is FDA approved.
This is a bank. First Atlantic Bank. A shining purple star to brighten up my day. First Atlantic Bank. Professionally different services all day long. First Atlantic Bank. And it feels so cool. I know this is where I belong.
First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different.
Hey.
Morning, Kojo.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
So, Mbura is wearing his Man City jersey and boasting, like, so many people do that thing where they boast that they could have made it into the Premiership, or the Ghana Premier League if it wasn't for some injury or whatever. Mbura says that he could have made it as a professional footballer if not for journalism. He chose to concentrate on journalism, so he missed out on a stellar career in Europe
as a striker.
Yes, on about £150,000 a week.
I see.
Yeah.
He's sipping, was it tea or coffee?
That career was interrupted by journalism.
Well, the same person who says he's going to start a ministry, I'll tell you about it.
He's going to start a what?
Ministry. Mbura ministry.
Is it like ministry where the president appoints the minister?
No.
Or
he's going to start a church.
Oh.
Yeah, at age 45. And he's doing that at age 45 because if he starts now, he knows he's going to fall. I don't know what he means. But
pardon?
That's if you've not heard the worst part yet, I'll tell you after the news.
Father in heaven, it gets worse than that.
Yeah, but today, Kojo, is a difficult day for the multimedia family.
It's a very somber day for us. I mean, it's difficult sometimes explaining the personality of someone that our audience doesn't get to encounter on air.
Yeah.
Right? But someone who is responsible for so much of what our audience experiences. Right? And that's Modestus.
Yeah.
Like, he's got his finger in everything. If you see it on any screen of ours, Modestus had something to do with it. And he cares about everybody's little show, everybody's project. He has ideas for you, no matter what it is that you're working on. He has great ideas for you. And that's the thing about him. Fantastic ideas. I don't know where we found Modestus, but there's certainly there's no way we can find another.
Yeah. I don't know how he handles pressure, but anytime there's anything wrong, you run to him. Modestus, I need this. He's so calm. He's smiling. He always has an answer to everybody, every issue.
Oh, it's not fair.
Yeah,
it's not fair.
And I know he loved to listen to the Super Morning Show with his kids, and so when he comes back, he says, "Oh, you and Kojo were talking about this. My kids were laughing about this. Akpafu is laughing." Oh, yeah.
Oh man, it's not right. It's not right for the best of us to be taken away. But that's just life sometimes. Today we're going to help the world understand why the loss of Modestus is a loss to us all.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also will bring you that Frimpong Boateng interview, the excerpts from Evans's interaction with Professor Frimpong Boateng.
More to digest.
Charlie. The implications of some of the things he said. Hey. Anyway, don't miss it. That's coming up. Now, this is the one I wanted to run by you. So, would you advise? And you see, this is something that could actually apply to men as well, because men could be raped. It happens in prisons and so forth.
Yeah.
Men are raped. So, you're about to get married, but it just so happens that you have in the past been a victim of rape. Is that something you would tell your spouse before you marry them?
I would. Yeah, I think I would. In the spirit of transparency, being open. And you know that when people get raped, they have these scars.
Yeah, trauma.
You see, which I believe that if you tell your partner about it, it helps. I mean, some of them don't even enjoy sex afterwards because of the trauma and the past experience. And so if you know that about your partner, you approach things differently. Yeah. So I would. I don't know about others. I know people wouldn't like because they feel it's shameful to say that, oh, I've been raped. You don't want your partner to feel that. But I think I would.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose part of it should be that we ought to all, in our small way, be trying to remove stigma from
Yeah.
things like that.
'Cause
Because being a victim, I mean, it's not
some
you,
victims actually blame themselves for incidents like that. It's like, it's my fault it happened. I should have known better, but
we should never be the
we
case.
should never be the case. The stigma is there as well.
Yeah. So I see your point. There are some people who think that actually it's a mistake because it can be used against you.
Yeah.
That thing is something I want to understand. I want someone to help me understand. So, like, how does let's say a woman has been raped and she tells her future husband. How does the husband then use it against her? Like, what will he do? Oh, grandpa, you have been raped. Or what? Like, how does it work? How do you use that against someone?
I get the feeling that you contributed to the situation. I mean, it was, I don't know. For instance, when ladies are raped, people say, oh, it's because of the way she dresses, and that's why you hear people say that, and so it becomes like, it's my fault it's happening. But
interesting. Although, to be honest, if that's the kind of man you're marrying, then you have bigger problems than the fact that you...
Even family members, I mean, it's...
Anyway, today we certainly want people's thoughts and views on it. Use the hashtag JoySMS and tell us what you think. All right, now for the 6 a.m. news, we're glad we have Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. We're glad we have them on our side, in our corner. And for the Joy Business Report, thanks go to Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Good morning to you, Ante Sewa Champongche, always listening. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Report. My name is Daryl Kwao. Imbura is behind the console this morning, just in case anything goes wrong. Coming up, business associations disclose IMF deal halted plans to lay off workers and shut down operations. Also coming up, rice millers warn Ghana's warehouse receipt financing scheme could defeat moves by the Ghana Commodity Exchange to effectively trade gains on the market. We have details from the chair of the competitive Africa Rice Platform. Plus, in today's edition of the Joy Business Journal, we find out how the use of soilless growing mediums could be a game changer in Ghana's push for sustainable agriculture. Details coming up. Thanks for being with us. The IMF deal did help in preventing fresh round of job layoffs by enterprises and the shutdown of operations. That's according to some business associations and manufacturing firms that appeared on PM Express Business Edition. Mark Bedu-Abuaje is Chief Executive of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and he links this development to economic stability brought by the IMF program.
The fact that the announcement was made, the fact that the deal is ongoing, people have now developed that confidence in our economy. We've heard of those who, prior to this deal, were sitting on the fence looking at what will happen. After that, there have been a number of calls congratulating us, at least for the fact that we've been able to track this deal and the fact that it will bring confidence back into the economy. I believe that within the next few months, things will improve. We are likely to get a lot of funding coming in. Even if you look at the support that has been announced by the World Bank, it clearly shows that after this policy credibility, the structural reforms that will come with it will also bring in a lot of money from development partners. And then the private sector, I strongly believe that people will now begin to invest in them.
That was Chief Executive of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mark Bedu-Abuaje, and there is a playback of that discussion this morning at 11 on the Joy News channel. Now, some stakeholders in the Greek sector have described the warehouse receipt financing scheme as not feasible. The warehouse receipt financing scheme is an initiative implemented by the Ghana Commodity Exchange to offer commodity-backed loans to smallholder farmers and aggregators. Meanwhile, Yao Idupoku, who is chairman of the competitive Africa Rice Platform Ghana, doubts the project will yield the expected results. According to him, lack of logistics could derail plans of the Ghana Commodity Exchange to trade gains on the market.
There is a challenge here because we don't even have the logistics to support this project. Let's say the warehouses are adequate and they are at places that you can access. We don't have the logistics and the labor and the mechanism to help you to really deliver to the warehouse. We all have to have a delivery point. Is the delivery points right there so that the farmer will deliver to that delivery point where commodity exchange may do their cleaning and do their examination before they accept. And mind you, Adeshima will not take this extra. They will tell you we give 1,000 cedis and the interest charges is 10%, 40%. They will not go into the nitty-gritty and then you are in trouble. By the time you finish, you cannot get that 1,000 back. Make it interesting enough for the farmer to say, yes, my products are going to commodity exchange. And me knowing commodity exchange coming in to help me get the right quality and quantity will rather go to commodity exchange than to buy from the farm. So we need to address the challenges which is inherent.
And you had Yao Edupoku, who is chairman of the Competitive Africa Rice Platform Ghana. Now, founder of the Design and Technology Institute, Constance Swanica, has called for mentorship and career guidance to build capacity of the youth. According to her, guidance for young entrepreneurs and job seekers is crucial in building the human resource required to boost the growth of Ghana's economy and reduce unemployment. She was speaking at the Practical Christianity Hangouts organized by the ICGC New Wine Temple in partnership with the Ghana Grows Program Consortium, Springboard Foundation, MasterCard Foundation, and the Design Technology Institute.
We have young people who would have studied a course that is irrelevant in industry, so we will sit at home for 2-3 years. If they had had the right guidance, they wouldn't have to have invested in an education in the hope that they will find jobs. But then you enter the job market and then you're disappointed. I think this is where, when we have industry people who then understand what the skill needs are, it's all about demand and supply. But if we're able to really look at what the opportunities are, and I think more especially when we look at the agri sector, which is poised to be the biggest absorber of youth, if they see the opportunities that really exist in the agri value chain, young people then will begin to see that really there are opportunities that otherwise they wouldn't realize.
That was Constance Swanica, founder of Design and Technology Institute. Now, digital marketer at UBA Ghana Limited, Edward Asari, is urging businesses to adopt pages on various social media platforms to enhance their presence and reach out to a wider range of customers. According to him, people need to leverage the features offered by social media pages in order to grow and improve their operations. He spoke on Joy FM's Masterclass.
Most of these platforms, in fact, all of them have a business feature. So you could have a personal one and then you have a business one. And if you go on Facebook, you have a personal Facebook page, you have a business one. Now, when you create a business page, you as a business owner, you are able to see the back end of how to use all of these tools that are available to the business owner. And now, what we see at the back as the business owner on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn is different from what you were seeing in the front end. Now, we determine what kind of content we put on there that you made. But you as a business owner have to use copywriting and keywords in your post so that they'll be able to get to the people that you wanted to get to.
Digital marketer at UBA Ghana Limited, Edward Asari. And remember that Masterclass comes your way every Wednesday after the Joy Business Report on Joy 99.7 FM. Don't miss it next week. Now, illegal mining, also known as galamsey, continues to wreak havoc in Ghana as rivers are polluted and forests torn down. But that's not the only activity destroying fauna and flora. Large-scale farmers fetching the topsoil for crop nurseries present a risk to the environment. But with the advent of soilless growing mediums to replace topsoil, there appears to be a reason for optimism. In today's Business Journal, we explore how some large-scale farmers are adopting soilless growing mediums to boost production and how Cocoa Board is tagging along.
Yes, Cocoa. Chocolate.
At Abrahanta in the Western region, farmers are hard at one of the plots of the Ghana Rubber Estates Limited, Ghana's biggest rubber plantation and processing company. Here, no topsoil is used. All seedlings are raised with an organic soilless medium.
The sprouting was also quite quick because the plant is less disturbed. You know, the fiber is so porous, and with the porosity of the fiber, the root network get itself entangled with the fiber. And so once it got entangled with the fiber, it means that you are able to pull out the plant with all the fiber around it intact. and with that, it suffers less shock. And so, apart from the fact that it helps us to be able to do more.
Shaibu Karimu Bayogo is Plantation Development Manager of GREL. Shaibu says the GREL completely replaced topsoil with a soilless medium to raise seedlings more than 10 years ago after discovering it produces better leaves, stems, and roots.
With the soil medium, it was so bulky. By filling the soil, apart from the fact that it is not environmentally friendly, because you have to dig up the soil to be able to fill the soil bags and to have your nursery in place. Apart from that, you're going to spend a lot of money transporting because these bags are so bulky and the car can only take a few at a time.
Today, Cocoa Board, as part of its broad vision to boost cocoa production in Ghana, is switching from the use of topsoil to a soilless growing medium developed by an indigenous Ghanaian company, Chris Fiber Limited, in partnership with Atmos Logistics. Former director of the seed production division of Cocoa Board, Reverend Ahia Clotte, explains further.
I realized that we're having challenges getting the topsoil, and we were winning the soil from our cocoa stations. And so we have most of our plots that are unproductive. The topsoil have been removed. I also realized that the topsoil we win from the cocoa stations are full of broken debris. Broken bottles, stones, some of them contain pathogens.
The use of Miracle Group potting mix is expected to significantly increase the survival rate of cocoa seedlings raised by Cocoa Board for distribution to farmers.
The Miracle Grow potting mix is a fortified organic soilless medium. It's a substrate of cocoa peat and other natural substances, aided with a slow release fertilizer that is good for raising all kinds of tree crops, especially cocoa and all other tree crops. The fibrous nature of the product aids root formation, it speeds up the growth of the plants, and is able to retain water.
The manufacturers describe the Miracle Group potting mix as an all-inclusive organic medium already fortified with nutrients and able to sustain growth of tree crop seedlings for 9 months without the need to add fertilizer.
Soilless medium one gives us better success rate compared to the one that was raised in the soil medium.
At a time the world is shifting to sustainable agriculture, the adoption of the soilless growing medium Cocoa Board may be the game changer in its efforts to go green and boost production of cocoa in Ghana.
All right, a documentary on the soilless medium airs tonight on the Joy News channel. That's at 8:40 p.m. Be sure to make a date. Before we go, let's check the markets for you. Commodity market to begin with. Crude oil lost marginally, is selling this morning at $75 a barrel. Gold is selling at $1,962 an ounce after losing more than $2. Cocoa increased by $46 to open trading at $3,137 a ton. On the currency market, the dollar going for 11 cedis 70 pesos on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 14 cedis 55 pesos, and the euro trading this morning at 12 cedis 48 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. Thanks for listening, everyone. The Super Morning Show continues with Kojo Yankson. And the thing I wanted to tell you about Imbura, by the way, I hear that people send messages always asking for an update on Imbura's life.
Oh, really?
So we discovered this morning that Imbura is actually married.
Pardon? Eh?
Imbura is married.
Wait, let me put on my headset. I didn't hear you well. There was interference.
Imbura is married. And he begged me not to say this on air. Why?
Why?
Today is Friday. I'm going to make him lonely.
That's
his reason for
not wanting the world to know
that he's going to be lonely today if we tell the world that he is married. I thought he was going to say, "Oh, my parents don't know about it," or I mean, something like that.
Maybe she's a spirit or something. No, none of that. He's going to be lonely if the world knows that he's married.
Emphasis on today is Friday.
But you are living with your sister. How can you be lonely?
Suspect.
Today is Friday.
He's
going to be lonely.
If I tell the world,
but he's married. So the whole Jim Tata thing that you were doing, whose time were you wasting with that? Hey,
he's lost his voice.
He will lose it.
But he says we should rather talk about your double aboy. What's the English word for aboy?
That's your homework. That's your homework for
He
bringing
wants us
it
to talk
up.
about it.
For bringing it up against your better judgment. Monday morning, come and tell everybody what the English word for aboy
is.
I won't be here. I'll be on leave.
Exactly. So that's
Yes.
his point. He says that you're going on leave and then
Yes.
you've done double aboy. And
But this
he also
is-
suspects
But this
something.
is not news. This is not news. Anybody who knows me knows that this is not news. I will not be dragged into this murky quagmire of Mbura's
Anyway,
controversy.
you're not in the news today.
Thank you.
It's Mbura who is in the
Thank
news.
you. He's married.
He's married.
How did we not know this?
I'm surprised.
And he doesn't want it to come out on a Friday. Because then he'll be lonely. It's time for us to move on, okay?
He says it's time. Move on.
I will move on, Mbura. Don't worry. It's time for our inspirational. We need it today. This inspirational song by Duroplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC pipes and water tank. Where Duroplast goes, water flows. So he's worried he's going to be lonely.
Yeah.
Mbura, don't worry, okay? God
Yeah.
is there for you. You'll never be lonely.
Yeah, and this song goes to the family and friends, all of us.
It beggars belief that such a great guy, such a great person would, be beset by such a calamity. Everybody has a great Modesto story. Everybody. I've been telling everyone about how he went and shot a whole episode of Explore. He traveled to, I think, Burkina Faso for something else entirely. And someone pointed out to him some gorilla sanctuary. He took his camera there and filmed a whole episode of Explore. Even wrote a script to go with it and sent it to me with such excitement, as if it's his show. And that is the way he cared about everyone in his life. He will be sorely missed.
Exactly, Kojo. And you know that for Modestus, normally when you even need a camera in this house, you'd have to book in advance.
Yes.
And there are times that, you're trying hard to arrange an interview. The person keeps saying, give me time. And then all of a sudden, you get a call that says, look, I'm ready. Can you just get in here? That's one of the most difficult situations you can ever find yourself in. But Modestus was always ready to assist. All you had to do was to say, Charlie Chief, I get emergency. The guest just confirms they make her come. Says, oh, okay. I can get the camera for you. Just get your lighting and then we're good to go. He always would move heaven and earth. And for me, his church is in my area, so I used to see him all the time. He would come with his children, and the children would want to say, hey, they want to do the Kia sometimes. Yes, and
they loved that
they
so
loved
much.
that. It was
kids,
when I heard that Modestus wasn't feeling well. I think he was in the office on Easter Monday. He wasn't feeling well. Went to the hospital. By Tuesday, we were told he was still on admission, and unfortunately, on the Thursday, that was I think the 13th of April, we were told that Modestus had passed on. May his soul continue to rest in peace.
All right, listen, let's get to it. And
we'll get to our Drive Safe campaign brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible, drive with your lights on at night, and that's how you drive safe.
And this is how you say it right. It's brought to you by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. It's also brought to you by Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either. I say either.
Well, today is the last day at work before my 3-week annual leave begins. 3 weeks is quite a long time to be away, I know. I normally take much less time off than this, but I have been advised not to take fewer than 15 days off if I really intend to rest. And I must say, in my circumstances, that is very good advice. That is also a very good illustration of the difference between less and fewer. We say less time off, but fewer days off. Less is used when the noun is not quantifiable, like less laughter or less teasing. And we use fewer when the noun is something that can be counted, like fewer jokes about Tumbura or fewer nicknames for Akpafu. And yes, you're right, I am indeed talking about how the show might be for the next 3 weeks. I'm going to miss you guys so much. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, let's get into the newspapers, and the review is brought to us by First Atlantic Bank. Refreshingly different. Where are we starting?
Let me start with the finance reporting this morning. The succession codification is key to resolving chieftaincy disputes. This is the chieftaincy minister, Stephen Asamoah Boateng, telling everybody that we are going to write it down. There was, of course, some 200 or 300 years ago, there could be some dispute over the British monarch's succession plan. That was not because they didn't know, but because some people really took it upon themselves to rewrite the rules. So Parliament intervened officially, and as and when they deemed it necessary, the UK Parliament actually got in to make changes. People don't know that there was a point that a woman could not be leader of the monarch, and it was changed. And that Dr. Seydou Dana, we got support to do a project, a similar project, that every major area in this country, traditional area, we will draw the plan nicely to the last person that's supposed to be, and tell you who gets in at what time.
Yeah, so it's not an ad hoc decision.
Yes, mostly the information is passed on. I mean, I've had people discuss family one, so we are third in line, or it's 3 families. 7 people will be, then the next 7 will come from this end. So that's what they have agreed on. But those ones ought to be properly written kept in a place that nobody can go and unilaterally change. And the hope is that some of these things would help fix the difficulties. In today, Kojo is rich. He just arrived with a lot of money, and he has political support. So automatically, he gets to throw aside every traditional rule that's been established for 200 years to become chief of an area. Then there is a fight. Then there is development stalled. Then there is the other things that follow after that. So I just hope it doesn't become talk again. Because between Dr. Seydou Dada from 2012 or so, or 14 till this time, some action should have happened. It's not very extraordinary to do these things. Now today, today is Green Ghana Day, right?
That's right.
Yes, we are actually planting trees.
10 million trees.
Yes, there's a report in the Finder that says 24.39 million trees survived in 2 years. So after the planting for the period, we've had 24.3 million trees surviving. Now people have been worried about the survival rate of these trees. It says Social Development Outlook 2022 asks government to properly monitor the survival rate of these trees to be sure we are not sinking money into a project that's not yielding the right results. But we are adding 10 million more today. Yeah, of course, it used to be 20 every year, but now 20 million. But now we are doing 10 million. Perhaps that's a number that we believe we can put up and properly monitor. Because in that same Social Development Outlook, there's a suggestion, very, very strange suggestion, that 30% of the land in this country risk desertification.
Wow.
Which is something we actually felt was really far from us anyway.
30% is big.
Yes, and I'm just wondering if we will put in the right steps to avert some of these things. All that we have is the environment anyway. But the other story you should be interested in, Kojo, is Alan campaign launches fundraising app. It's become the ace, right? Virtually everybody is. I saw Mohammed's own. I've seen other people try to raise money through this process. It will be interesting. I want to know the fintech accountability rules behind that. Yeah, because I mean, crowdfunding is something that's generally done in politics. The rules are quite clear. I've seen the Bank of Ghana directive, especially even on the use of the GoFundMe accounts and all of those ones. But these are just, ways to text. You can, like the way you are contributing to church offering or all the other alternatives that can actually happen. It will be interesting to see how all of these monies are also accounted for, where they send their financial records.
In theory, it should be easier. It should be much easier.
Because it's electronic.
Yes, but we'll see.
All right. Now, those are the stories that the Finder is reporting this morning. And EcoBank unveiling single market trade hub to boost intra-African trade. It's wonderful news. It's perfect news. Banking systems enable, yes, the actual word they use is that single market engagements. And without the banking system enabling that, it will be very difficult to run it. Today, between Ghana and Togo, is there a single payment system? Frankly, I don't know about that. But we should have that, because Togo is just around the corner anyway.
Well, that's what will give logic and reason to this whole after business.
Brilliant.
That's how you can actually practicalize your coconut farm in Ghana, selling to a customer in Nigeria.
That's the
point. Yeah.
Well, let's get to the daily guide for today. I am not afraid of jail, Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng. Yes, he's been spoke with Evans Mensah on Wednesdays. He's been talking about a lot of things, including his arrest. The OSP has indicated that, when you're under investigation, you're arrested and then granted bail, and then you go and then we continue with the investigations. Akufo-Addo Commission's National Aquaculture Center, Ochihini clears air on Asaman cases to abortion kills 12-year-old. 12-year-old girl dies through abortion, and that's a story on page 3 of the Daily Guide that says that a 12-year-old resident of Teleku Bukazo, a farming community in the Lembele district, has died under some bizarre circumstances, and according to sources, she died after she attempted an abortion.
In which clinic?
No, she did it on her own.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Finally, deactivated Momo SIM owners to get cash back. So The Minister of Communications and Digitalization was in Parliament yesterday to answer questions. Some persons said they had money on their phone, they were deactivated, and they can't get access to the money. She's been assuring them that they're working with the telcos to ensure that these persons are able to get the money.
was deactivated, wasn't it? According to some judge.
According to some judge, yes. Backpage says Messi explains Inter Miami move, and Ronaldo ponders owning a club. Oh, fantastic Ronaldo. Anyway, let me get to the weekend crusading guide for today. Investing in Partnership for Power. Alan unveils platform for cash donation. You've been talking about it. I think that it just doesn't have to end at asking people to contribute. We need to know how much you raised and how you spent that money. Okay, this is where the accountability comes in strongly.
I have been concerned even about the lack of limits on how much you can spend.
Exactly. You need first of all to know a limit. So this is how much you can raise, or this is the range that you could, you can't exceed. That's okay. Then you must also indicate how you spend that money.
Yeah.
You must account for it. Accountability is key. So it's just not a case of going around and collecting money. But once you get the money, you must also tell us how you spent that money. Look, we know in the United States, for instance, if you decide to take monies from the state in running your campaign, there's a limit that you can have. And it means that you can't crowd fund a lot. So you've seen candidates refusing state support when they believe that they can get much from the crowd. And when you get money, and you've seen the story of John Edwards, facing prosecution, because the monies that you raise from the funds that you raise should be used for what you said you were going to use it for, campaign.
And those rules apply to even charity.
Yes. Yeah. You don't take money and go and use them for other things. You don't take money.
This is the logic of society, that when you say you will do something to someone, you must do that thing you said you will do. It's as simple as that. So, and the more people you say a thing to, the more people you must account to. So if you are saying bring money so that I can run a campaign, and then they bring the money and you use it to go and do anything other than that, why must we have a system that allows you to get away with it?
Exactly. So it's good, but we need to get a few things done right also. Energy security remains government's topmost priority. Minister Joseph Benka says his arrest was legal. Says OSP probing to IMCIM Galamsey activities. Professor Frimpong Boateng appeals to pity. This is how the weekend crusading guide captures it. But Joseph Benka says his arrest was legal. I think you can read everything. You can read everything around it. So it's not for me to tell you. Tree planting exercise D-Day today. Go out and plant trees. Lands and Natural Resources Minister. I'm still Chief of Asaman Kese Osaberima Atibiase Kentinka says an MPA takes measures to avoid fuel shortage. Let's get into the online news review,
which is brought to us this morning by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy. All right, gold for oil policy concerning BDCs. That's Dr. Ofori's view. Charles Bisu will not turn himself in despite court order for his arrest, and that's according to Bisu's lawyer. Is that even one of the legal options available to you? If a court orders that you be arrested, can you legally declare that you will not turn yourself in?
They said they filed a case. They filed a subsequent case to challenge the conduct of the OSP. So his opinion is that, this matter is in court.
But there are people whose matters are in court and the court orders their arrest.
He can sit at home and ask you to. So that's why I have an arrest warrant to come and arrest him. He can decide not to aid your arrest process.
Okay. So that's all he's saying. That if you want me, come and get me. Okay. All right. Okay. So details of that on myjoyonline.com. Time now for the BBC.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Good energy.
Home is your sanctuary. Home is a reflection of who you are, an extension of your inner being. Take your time, get it right. The furniture, the decor, the accessories, the lights. When it feels like you, it feels like home. Shop at Orca for the most variety of quality furniture and accessories to personalize your space and make your house a home. Visit the Orca Deco Superstore on Spinks Road today.
Kwesi! It's time to help the kids with their math.
Oh, Angie, I have to quickly rush to Zenith Bank before they close. You know someone stole my card and I have to go block it.
Kwesi, you are going to sit in all that when there's an enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app. Just download the app and instantly chat with Zenith Bank to have your card blocked right from here.
Oh, really? Okay. I also have to schedule the bill payment. I'll be right back.
Hey, Kwesi, you are not going anywhere. With the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app, you can schedule payment as well.
Hey, Z Mobile here, Z Mobile there, Z Mobile everywhere. Then let me download it. Yeah. Nana, come here for studies.
Live life in the easy lane with the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app. Do more transactions on the go. Buy data, change PIN, set travel notifications, initiate cash withdrawals at any Zenith Bank ATM without a card. You can even log in with your fingerprint or your face. Download the Z Mobile Ghana app from the App Store or Play Store today. Z Mobile. Easy does it. Zenith Bank. In your best interest.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
All right, James Waterhouse there in Ukraine for us. This has been Newsday on the BBC World Service with James Copnell and Victoria Uwonhunda. Bye.
Bye.
This is the BBC World Service, where we're getting lost in music.
Throat singing, a traditional style of singing that you'd expect to hear in Mongolia, but you may not expect this. Today, a generation of Mongolian women are making a new noise.
There's a story of my joy online. Kumawu Roads Construction. Residents unhappy with pace and quality of work. But you buy election roads, the standard is different too. Yeah. So of course they moved all the equipment there to start construction when they wanted your vote. And now that the thing is over and they've won, the pace has slowed down. People are unhappy about it. And I heard the roads minister speaking on this. I've got to tell you, look, there are some ministers in this government who you can't really listen to without, for your own safety, attaching your blood pressure monitor. So this man starts and he's no. We didn't go there because look, who is a fool in this country? Who really is an idiot? Who doesn't understand? Like, who doesn't have eyes in their head? Kumewu needed these roads for a very long time.
Yeah.
Nobody bothered. And you see, the question that was put to him that he was answering, no, was whether or not the construction was done only for the by-election. He said no. It takes about 6 weeks to do procurement.
Okay, so it takes about 6 weeks to do procurement. And the fact that this was mobilized in 2.5 weeks means that they had planned it before, right? So the timing was just convenient. I mean, this is the man who keeps asking us to double up. Now I realize why. Because he thinks we are mongoloid imbeciles who don't understand the thing. So he can basically tell us whatever and we'll accept it. Go and look at what they've already started doing in Asin North. We understand this. I mean, don't even pretend. This politics. You need the votes. So you are going to pretend to solve their problems. And as soon as you get the votes, you will disappear. Is this not what politicians do? They are no exception to this. Why are they trying to act holier than thou? And the insulting part is, even now that they have slowed down the construction, they still want us to believe that they did it because they care about the people of Kumewu. Politicians care about the people. How does this sentence make sense in Ghana?
Now, in all fairness, before Kumewu, there were concerns that, the economy is not in such a good shape. So Kumewu may be a different scenario. So even government people were worried. They felt, well, let's quicken the pace. Let's do something to show that we still care about our people and that the numbers matter in this particular case. So that's why we deployed the numbers there. And this is standard practice. It reached the point, some even came to the unhealthy conclusion that to be able to get a lot of development coming to your area, you may need to do something about your member of parliament. Your member of parliament now, Kasane Wabon, he's not doing anything in parliament. He's not having money to distribute to people in the constituency to. Every time you don't find him anywhere, he only attends funeral, then he will share small money for alcohol, that's all. So he compared to the kind of goodies you are likely to get if he's not in office or if something had happened to him, I mean, cost-benefit analysis without any emotional or moral attachments, people started postulating that people should be praying that their member of parliament left office or resigned. I don't say died or anything, because that's terrible.
That was also part of their prayer point.
Yeah, but that's terrible, so I don't want to add it to the list. Left office or resigned. So all the alternatives that will lead to a by-election. Or maybe decide to cross carpet. That's also another one that can lead to a by-election. Those things were put on the table because it was the kind of democracy you are doing now. When we say it's not fit for purpose, this is where it is. You put your resources in the hands of somebody whose role is to do authoritative allocation of resources. With that, they have agreed with you that these are your needs from district assembly and all of that. They set up another system that said 1 million is supposed to be brought to your constituency to do projects on different levels. That system is not functioning. It's almost like rent seeking. So if I need something from you, then which that's an expression, the Dada will come inside. Yeah, then I'll pretend I'm giving you something. Yeah, then you two, because consistently we have agreed that you do not vote for the right reasons. You vote for it because you have a Dada within a matter of days. 4 good years, you didn't get the road. The man promised you that in 2 days, the day before the divorce, you say, oh, no, all things have changed. Then you believe that strategy it will change. At some point, we should be very stupid people.
I'm actually surprised that the guys are concerned.
Yeah, that's why. What were you expecting?
Why? They didn't see it. No, they didn't.
I can see why fraudsters get people in this country.
They didn't see it. So they believed these roads were going to be completed. But you see, that's another aspect of our development. That you start a road.
Yeah.
Throw money into constructing a road.
Yeah.
Which, if left uncompleted, would deteriorate, and then you would have to start all over again.
Yeah.
Years ago,
this would have been costly financial loss.
Abokobi to Teman. It was a nice road, but there was just about 5 meters or so. Now, both districts didn't know which one was to construct, the Lankwantanan and the Gan East. So they left that part because they are, they're neighbors. Now, that road began deteriorating. Because once you leave it like that, it starts deteriorating.
Yeah.
Over time, it eats into the other, gradually. And then they said, we are even going to construct drains. And that was the last time the people saw good roads.
Since last time?
They saw good roads on that stretch.
Sorry.
Because once they raised the drains, then water, which is the greatest enemy of any road, started getting in there. It became a problem. Now, how do you ever think that government that never constructed your road in 6 years We'll do that when there's a by-election and complete it.
Yeah.
I am sure the people of Asin North are monitoring. I have seen the graders there,
Yeah.
and everything they're doing just to make sure that the people of Asin North also vote for the NPP. It saddens me that everything we do in this country is just to win an election.
Yeah.
So the very
You have a
president,
responsibility to your people for 4 years. You forgot about that
the
responsibility.
very president who said he's thinking about the next generation and not the next election. The evidence on the ground suggests otherwise. That this president and the administration are just thinking about the next election. After all, I've told you that, and I'm paraphrasing, Professor Adams said politics in Ghana is, getting into office. They're now deciding what people need in order to vote for you again. Then you do it for them, so they vote for you. So it's not about helping the people. You now decide, okay, this is what, if I do for you, you vote. So what do I do? If I impoverish you, and on the day of election,
Come
I
and
give you
give you
20
something
cities
small.
or 10 cities, you vote. The people of Kumewu, some of them were saying that, a year to a yes,
Yeah. That was the justification.
Are you? If you're in yes,
Yeah, starting roof in here too. Yeah, starting.
There's a story of my joy online. Kumewu Roads construction. Residents unhappy with pace and quality of work. But you buy election roads, the standard is different too.
Yeah.
So, so of course they moved all the equipment there to start construction when they wanted your vote. And now that the thing is over and they've won, the pace has slowed down. People are unhappy about it. And I heard the roads minister speaking on this. I've got to tell you, look, there are some ministers in this government who you can't really listen to without, for your own safety, attaching your blood pressure monitor. So this man starts and he's no. We didn't go there because look, who is a fool in this country? Who really is an idiot? Who doesn't understand? Like, who doesn't have eyes in their head? Kumewu needed these roads for a very long time.
Yeah.
Nobody bothered. And you see, the question that was put to him that he was answering, no, was whether or not the construction was done only for the by-election. He said no. It takes about 6 weeks to do procurement. Okay, so it takes about 6
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And oh, you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Learning is so fun. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rasta's active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody, pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Rosalind Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of a Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I say go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
Hey!
I love Caribono, Rep Your Jesse. DJs no Rep Live. The 10th of June. If I come to action song striker.
Bantama Lukaku.
Hey, what's up, my people? It's your boy Vanilla, aka Lala. And on the 10th of June, I'll be live and representing skillfully on the pitches, you know, at the Hits Rep Your Jersey 23. Charlie, it's the biggest sports outdoor event happening this year. And I can't wait to be present to show you my skills, Charlie. I want to see all my people there. Come, let's show ourselves something. You understand? Don't be left out. It's free. I want to see you there. Sharp.
Yo, welcome my people. This your boy Kwame Yesu, Charlie. On the 10th of June, it's all about the Hits Rep Your Jersey. Charlie, they pull up with the whole gang. Make sure you come through. Come support your team. Biggest.
course, for all of us as Christians and as religious persons, we believe that on the day of resurrection, all of us would, meet again. May you continue to rest in peace. And, Raymond, I was talking about how he made things happen all the time. In times that you had a lot of, challenges getting equipment to record an interview, all you had to do was just to call Modestus. It didn't matter if you had booked or not. Yes, we would say around that time, the right things must be done. But he would tell you that, okay, if there's an emergency, then it means it's an emergency. And so at that point in time, all we have to do is just to ensure that the work is done. For him, that was the most important thing. But as we say, God knows why at that moment he decided to get Modestus back to him. Our condolences to the family. We pray that the Lord himself shall grant them strength, particularly the wife and children. For those children who have lost their father, and for that woman who's lost her husband, may they be comforted in the Lord.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Right, so welcome back. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And it's now time for, UPSA Law School Point of Law series. Let me get that for you, UPSA Law School Point of Law series, and tell you what today's is about. Right, so it says, any person who wants to naturalize and become a Ghanaian must, amongst other factors, prove that he's able to speak and understand an indigenous Ghanaian language and has made or is capable of making substantial contribution to the progress of Ghana. And that's section 14.1 EF of the Citizenship Act 2000, Act 591. Raymond, it says, any person who wants to naturalize and become a Ghanaian must, amongst other factors, prove that he's able to speak and understand an indigenous Ghanaian language and has made or is capable of making substantial contribution to the progress of Ghana.
I never knew that.
So really? Which one?
That you
indigenous
must, you must be able to speak an indigenous language. Yeah, okay. I never knew that.
Well, I got to know that.
A bit of that, so they'll test you.
Yes. Oh, then thank God Fifi has learned a little bit now, because
no, myself, no,
at the time he became a Ghanaian citizen, he couldn't even speak at that time. He was too young.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not naturalizing.
Naturalizing.
Yes.
Yeah,
so he has heritage that actually gives him that right to claim.
But naturalized,
We need to be sure. I mean, you see, underpinning some of our citizenship laws are these loyalty and allegiance questions that are very sometimes
from back when we were ruled by kings.
Yeah, a bit controversial to still maintain because
well, when I got to realize that, so I had when I
if
interviewed,
we apply that test to many of you listening to us, your children today,
they will not qualify to naturalize as Ghanaians.
You think about it for a second.
Oh yes,
I'm sure you're in your car. You turn and look at the child, look at the kid, and say, they still say something small.
No, they can't say anything. I mean, it's the sad reality today.
Yeah, to defend your nationality.
And when you ask people to say something, you know, they can't say anything.
Yeah.
They're struggling. Our children these days, when you speak Fanti or Wasa to them, they respond in English.
Yes.
Yes, they respond in English, because you're telling them, when I tell my son, Papa, call my phone, he would go and bring the phone, but he won't say anything.
Yeah.
He just comes and says, Daddy, this is your phone. Daddy, your phone. Yeah. Take it. But, in our past, we didn't speak English at home. English was meant for the school. You go to school and go and speak English. But I spoke to Professor John Collins, who's naturalized as a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I realized that. So he told me that when he was going to do that, when he went, he had to be able to speak Twi or something. But He's Tree suspect. He can't really speak. But he got into Ghana around 1954 or so with his father.
Right.
And so, but Professor J.H. Nketia Nkubu said, but this guy is an authority in high life when it comes to Ghana. He wants to naturalize as a Ghanaian. You are now coming to test him Tree. Let him go. Because he's done a lot for Ghana. In fact, a lot of the conversations we have about high life
That's true.
are coming from John Collins.
Actually, if we are listing 4 experts in the area of high life, he's one of them.
Yeah.
You check his writings on that. Very systematic over the years, spanning more than 4 decades. And that's how strong the place is. But I was saying something. Okay, so Mapito will qualify to naturalize more than some people's children in this republic. You think about it for a second.
And her learning skill when it comes to Chi, especially Mapito, it's fantastic.
Yes.
She picks up new words very quickly and can apply them in context almost immediately. You know, which is the real skill of learning a new language. She does very well.
So, under the circumstance,
yes,
a lot of you, if we were to apply this test to your children, will fail.
Maybe you can send us some voice notes. Ask your brophilized children to say something in Chi. Send it through to 055 1111997
to defend their nationality.
That's right. Let them defend their nationality today. Yes, we want to hear their best efforts at Chi.
We have to be taking the children to the village.
Or Fanti, or whichever local language
we have to take them to the village.
You know, is spoken in your ethnic area. We want to hear them.
If it's Opegbe, you take them there.
That's right.
If it's Gantu, let them speak the Gan.
Let them say something.
If it's Dangu, let them speak the Dangu.
I actually think that in between that, there are also adults who really are struggling to speak it.
Yeah.
So let's say you're born in Nigeria, you're brought to Ghana, and it's not only just a language, your language too. So you never really live with your people. Let's say you grew up in Teshi or one of the areas there. The tendency that you know Ghana and nothing to do with, let's say, everywhere you're from is very high. Unless you get a chance to school or somebody very close to you actually gets to teach you properly. So it's a bit convoluted.
You've made a very important point. So I am Wasa, born in Mpoho, taken to Cape Coast, moved to Tema, go to Ho, come back, and I haven't spent any time, in my hometown. I can hear my mother speak very good Wasa. My father's Wasa is not as good as my mother's. The firstborn's Wasa is perfect.
That's true.
Secondborn is good, is very good. Thirdborn is good. By the time it gets to me, you can realize that
it's been watered down
a little bit because of all the experiences you've had. So these days, when I show up in my hometown and I start speaking, I like languages. So when I start, I hear the way people are speaking. Then I also get into the groove how they are speaking.
Yeah, you learn quickly.
You learn quickly, because for instance, bear is not something that I use regularly. As in Behun to say and all of that. I don't use bear, but if I go to Mpoho, I'm going to hear people say that. So quickly, you have to learn and convince yourself that I find myself in Mpoho today, and so I must speak Wasa and speak it very well. But even that one, I struggle sometimes. But that notwithstanding, at least I am better than a lot of people.
Oh, yes.
I'm still able to speak Wasa, so I take it like that. When I go to Sunyani too, last time I was in Sunyani, I attempted speaking Bono, and the people believed that I was from there.
Oh, the Bebe part.
Yeah,
Counterfeit.
You know Wasa has Bono elements in it. So the Wasa, some people still consider the Wasa as Bono people because of the the Bebe part. So I put it in there. Then I'm flowing with the people of Sunyani. And at the funeral, they said, "Well, no crowd, free out." Anyway, let me tell you about
incoming Sunyani East MP.
Some people spend their lives trying to be rich. Others are born that way, not because of what they have, but because of where they come from. Choose the fresh mineral water that's made naturally rich by the same African soil that made you. Voltic. Own your richness.
Now, are you an accounting graduate with low self-confidence due to lack of practical accounting skills? Or maybe you're a tertiary accounting student practicing as an accounts officer or an accountant, been in a single role for years because you don't have the confidence to apply for a new position. Or maybe you're a non-accounting manager who wants to understand prudent financial management, practically. Well, PFMT Consult is the solution for you. They are a firm established by a group of professional accountants And they have a practical accounting training center to equip you with all the practical accounting skills you need to boost your confidence level. Now, if you're a business owner and you need accounting graduates with practice and practical accounting skills to work with, or a business owner who needs accounting services like accounting system setup, financial accounts preparation, call 0244 770754. You can find PFMT Consult at Klagon NDC along Nungwa Shaman Highway, and the next session starts from the 3rd of July 2023.
So what do you prefer, Business, Infinite, Addition, or Classic? Well, they're fantastic for Republic Bank. Visa credit cards will take you beyond Easter. Enjoy great discounts from our partner merchants, cashback rewards, global concierge services, access to over 1 million ATMs worldwide on the regular, a 2-day staycation at the Aqua Safari, and loads of other prizes await you in the Republic Bank Tap for Easter and Beyond credit card promo. Use your Republic Bank Visa credit card for all payments. Live the soft life, we got you. New card holders are welcome. Promo regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Now, here's something happening on the 29th of June until the 1st of July at the forecourt of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly Office Complex. It's the Ghana Export Promotion Authority and UNIDO, as well as European Union organized maiden edition of the WACOMP Made in ECOWAS exhibition here in Ghana under the West African Competitiveness Program. If you want to register as an exhibitor, call 0243 425 872 or 0547 513 373. And this is all about processed fruits, cassava products, and cosmetics. Okay, these 3 sectors are being highlighted. Businesses are encouraged to register early to reserve their stands. The registration fee is 500 Ghana cedis. WACOMP Made in ECOWAS exhibition, enhancing intra-regional trade to empower local industries.
Well, look, are you a prospective student in Ghana seeking a prestigious university experience in South Africa? Look no further. We cordially invite you to explore the exceptional alternative that the University of Free State offers. Now, our mission is to empower ambitious individuals like you with an opportunity to thrive in a vibrant global community, immerse yourself in world-class research, engage in meaningful collaborations, and contribute to groundbreaking advancements in your field of study. At the University of the Free State, we take pride in our 7 faculties of academic excellence. So whether you aspire to delve into science, arts, commerce, or humanities, our dedicated faculties provide unwavering support throughout your postgraduate journey. Don't miss out on the chance to unlock your full potential. Join our esteemed institution and make your mark on the world. Begin your remarkable academic adventure with us today. They're having sessions at the Movenpick Ambassador Hotel. Started yesterday, ends today from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Just WhatsApp +2772 6137104. Take that first step towards a bright future and roll at the University of Free State now.
Now, are you thinking about getting that project started or paying that rent or paying off that expensive loan? Well, First Atlantic Bank has been thinking about you doing all of those things, and that's why they have the payroll loan. It's your solution. So if you're a government worker, you're paid through the Controller and Accountant General's Department, you can apply for a loan of up to 150,000 Ghana cedis for all of your pressing needs. So listen, wait no longer. Go to any First Atlantic Bank branch near you today. Dial *442*30# to apply and enjoy the lowest rates. Terms and conditions apply. First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different.
So get ready to elevate your driving experience with a vehicle from Toyota Ghana for a limited time only. Toyota Ghana is offering a bundle promo on any of the following vehicles: the 1.4 liter Starlet, 1.8 liter Corolla Cross Adventure, 1.5 liter Rush. Purchase any of these vehicles within the promo period and enjoy an irresistible price discount, 1 year free comprehensive vehicle insurance coverage, 1 year free home insurance cover, 1 year free service, free starter fuel. But terms and conditions apply. Visit any of their showrooms in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, Takrady, or simply dial *0302 910 204. Just call them on that number. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement with their finance partners. Toyota, superior quality.
All right, a poorly maintained car engine can age faster, and that's why you need Quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation. It'll ensure optimal performance of your engine, improve protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing Quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
Well, times are hard, and the one thing on everyone's mind these days is cash, whether it's cash to pay the bills or for your kids' school fees. Societe Generale Ghana has got you. The bank has launched the biggest loans campaign of the year, the Yatiso Loans promo. SG Ghana is offering amazingly discounted interest rates on its loans. Both customers and non-customers, including staff on the Controller Accountant General's payroll, can enjoy access to heavily discounted loan rates. They say nowhere cool, but SG Ghana is where to lighten your financial burdens. Get a loan now by visiting any of the bank's 42 network outlets or call 0302-214-314 today. As always, terms and conditions apply. Remember, promo ends on the 7th of August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
All right, don't forget to go to Kingdom Books and Stationery. You can get yourself some amazing stuff from Kingdom. And of course, you can pay via Momo if you buy them from kingdomstoreonline.com. And of course, don't forget that if you're in Accra or Tema, you don't have to pay for delivery. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Oh, all right, there we go. Time now for the nutrition line from Nestle, and they offer good food for a good life.
Hello, moms. Your favorite Nestle Cerelac is looking for the next superstar mom. You stand a chance to win your share of the $1,000 up for grabs. Yes, you heard right. Simply participate by sharing a 60-second video of yourself singing your own special lullaby to a predefined Cerelac tune in the Lullaby Mommy competition. Remember, your video must feature a Cerelac maize variant. Follow Baby and Me Ghana on Facebook and Instagram to be eligible to enter and win. Terms and conditions apply. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. Here we are again with the very best of health and fitness. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajilisoa. I welcome you warmly to the sweetest corner of the day. This is Nestle Nutrition Line, the one and only. I hope you're well and strong, achieving all your goals, fulfilling all your heart's desires, and being the best you can. On today's edition, we're going to talk about how to thaw food safely. Thawing food is an essential step in preparing meals, but it can also be a source of foodborne illness if not done correctly. So thawing is when you take your food from a frozen state to liquid or soft or room temperature by warming up. Here are some food tips to thaw food safely. The best way to thaw food is in the refrigerator. This keeps the food at a safe temperature and prevents the growth of harmful bacteria. Plan ahead and allow enough time for the food to thaw completely in the refrigerator. If you need to thaw food quickly, you can use the microwave or cold water methods. For the microwave method, follow the manufacturer's instructions in your microwave manual and cook the food immediately after thawing. For the cold water method, place the food in a leak-proof plastic bag and submerge in cold water. Change the water every 30 minutes or so and cook the food as soon as it is thawed. Never thaw food on the kitchen counter, in hot water, or in the sun. Many of us are guilty of the sun method. These methods can cause the outer layer of the food to warm up, while the inside remains frozen, creating a perfect environment for bacteria to multiply. Don't risk your health by eating spoiled or contaminated food. This is all that time will allow us for today, but if you do join us again next time, we will be sure to pick up from here. We want you to live a safe, healthy, long life. So please do only the things that enhance your wellness. Feedback from you would be nice. It's what we always look forward to. So do please reach out via phone or email. and let's keep the conversations going. 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 0001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. On weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you would prefer to WhatsApp, SMS, or call between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., please try these numbers: 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. Whatever mistakes you've made, whatever difficulties you may face, your life is of value. And I want you always to remember this as you go about your duties. Your life is of value. Value.
Hello, moms. Your favorite Nestle Cerelac is looking for the next superstar mom. You stand a chance to win your share of the $1,000 up for grabs. Yes, you heard right. Simply participate by sharing a 60-second video of yourself singing your own special lullaby to a predefined Cerelac tune in the Lullaby Mummy competition. Remember, your video must feature a Cerelac maize variant. Follow Baby and Me Ghana on Facebook and Instagram to be eligible to enter and win. Terms and conditions apply. This advert is FDA approved.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet Jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet.
Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
All right, it's that time of the morning. Happy birthday to a bunch of you. Birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
And Niche Confectionery, Niche chocolate drink made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche chocolate is full of delicious goodness and rich with vitamins and minerals. Niche. Taste of Ghana. So help me God.
What do I have? This is a happy birthday to, this one says, belated happy birthday to my son Brian Eduji Akabutu of SS Peter and Paul at West Hills, whose birthday was yesterday. Today is my mom's birthday. She's Agnes Akbakli. So that's from Shiloza Selassie Akabutu to the mother and the son. This one says, kindly wish my mother, Mrs. Elizabeth Ahene Afo, a happy 86th birthday today. We pray for God's abundant grace with good health and peace for her from all the M38 family of Latte Equiapim.
All right, our very own Osofo Papatieku in Koforidua wants to wish Apostle Alex Kwache Kranting, the Regional Training Officer of Ghana Education Service in the Eastern Region, a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Gloria Cole of Deloitte, from your husband William Glover and your son Jesse. This one says, blessed and happy birthday to Mark Woyongo, former Minister for Defense and Interior. Great man, actually. Great guy. Happy birthday to you. This is from Mr. Victor Yaya and the entire Woyongo family, from me as well. This one says, happy birthday to Albert A. Suman. Happy birthday to Phoebe Corte. God bless you, Superwoman. It's from Aaron. And this one says, happy birthday to, I've done that one. A happy birthday to Ni Tetena from Fansipim Senior High School, from his grandma, Antina Soyo, our very own Antina, and the whole family. All right. So the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank,
here for good.
Allianz Life Insurance,
we secure your future.
And 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker.
Now, do you lead a corporate business, a global subsidiary, or run the affairs of a small or medium enterprise? As a key decision maker in your business, we know you want to make payments seamlessly and access real-time transaction data, whether you're at work or on the go. Well, Standard Chartered provides the digital key to help unlock your business potential. That key is Straight to Bank, a single access end-to-end digital platform that helps you manage the needs of your business on the go. View transactions, pay your business partners and government institutions through Ghana.gov, facilitate real-time payments and collections with the latest encryption technology and security. Elevate your banking experience with Straight to Bank, our award-winning digital banking platform powering payroll, cash management, trade and securities. You can always bank on us. Kindly email premierservice.gh@sc.com to sign up today.
Now, there's good news for small to medium scale business owners. With SME Plus, you get to manage all your operational cost in communication. The service allows you to choose from affordable packages and enjoy talk time, SMS, data, and business content all bundled into one subscription. Plus, free on-net calls every Monday from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. thanks to MTN. Just dial *5060# to sign up today. WhatsApp or call 0244 308 111 for more information, and stay connected everywhere you go.
And the Allianz EduFlex plan is a savings plan that provides additional financing security for by helping you meet the educational goals you've set for your children. Now, this plan ensures that your child's education continues no matter the circumstances life brings your way. One major advantage of this policy is the 15% cashback benefit. Customers who have maintained an active policy for the last 2 years without a claim are being rewarded with a 15% cashback of the total insurance premium they have paid. This year, over 430 customers would enjoy this benefit. Enjoy superior benefits while securing your future. Let's talk more on 0308 249090. Allianz Life, we secure your future.
Now, one of the world's largest betting companies, 1xBet, is always looking for new ways to reward players and deliver new promotions. Okay, so here's what they're doing with the Jackpot of the Week promotion. So you enjoy the chance of winning a share of the weekly jackpot amount. All the terms and conditions are available on the promotion page. Give your luck a chance. Sign up with 1xBet today and use the promo code GHJackpot to receive an incredible 300% bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis. El Giorgio joins us. Do we have El Giorgio on the line? Well, we'll be working to bring him in just a moment, but Fentwizzles is here, isn't he?
Yes, I am with the Joy Sports Center doing this alongside George Addo Jr. joining us from the UK. George? Is George there?
Fence, can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely, George.
Where were you guys? Kojo?
Kojo was messing with the line. George, take it away then.
Let's get into the Joy Sports Center. Wow, what a weekend to look forward to. And coming up, the pairing of the women's singles final of the French Open is complete.
Match point number 2. Forehand Haddad Meyer. Forehand Swiatek cross court. Haddad Meyer reaching for it. Pops it high in the air. It's bounced. Swiatek to put away the forehand. And to reach a 4th Grand Slam final. And a 3rd here in Paris. Just a few days after her 22nd birthday. The backhand of Sabalenka. Mukova's backhand with a bit of air down the line. Sabalenka with the forehand, which will be wide. And Karolina Mukova completes a stunning comeback. Saves a match point. Reaches a French Open final, a 1st Grand Slam final, and is the first player to beat Aryna Sabalenka in a Grand Slam in 2023.
Czech player Karolina Mukova became one of the lowest ranked players to reach the French Open Women's Final as she edged the thriller against Belarusian second seed Aryna Sabalenka. She would face Iga Swiatek. We have a full review of the women's semi-finals and look forward to the men's semi-finals later today. Also coming up.
Chasing Manchester City against the 14-time European champions Real Madrid. And now De Bruyne, and they're toying with them. Bernardo Silva's in! You don't save that one! Elation for Guardiola! Explosion from the supporters! Wonderful finish from Bernardo Silva! And there's nothing that Courtois could do about that! And City have taken a giant stride towards Istanbul!
Looking for the goal that might kill it once and for all. Martinez does it, delivers it, and surely on their way now to the Champions League final. Rolling back the years, bringing back the good times into Milan. Book their tickets for the Champions League final.
Yes, the build-up to Hits FM Rep Your Jersey and the Champions League final from Manchester, Italy and Istanbul, where the game will be played ahead. But let's start in Ghana. And Joy Sports editor Fenty Tahiru is with me. Fent?
Yes, and there's a lot to fight for on the final day of the Ghana Premier League season. The league title is still undecided as Mediama and Bechem United both tussle to achieve a first. 2 relegation spots have already been snapped up, with Kotoko Royals and King Faisal headed back to Division 1. The big story, though, for this weekend is that Hearts of Oak could also be doing same after 6 p.m. on Sunday.
Hearts of Oak stand face to face with relegation on the season's final day. 3 points separate the 21-time league champions from returning to the hassle of Division 1 football. Hearts have lost their last 4 league games, and if the Phobians lose to Brecum Chelsea and Great Olympics, Tamale City, Legon Cities, Kerala United and Accra Lions pick up wins, then it will be bye-bye. And the 5 clubs are also in need of victories to avoid relegation. Olympics are 16th, 3rd place from the bottom, and need a win at home to Nsuatriman. Legon Cities are 14th and come up against Samatex. Lothar Matthäus' Accra Lions are just 2 points above the relegation spot in 13th. Victory over Bibiani Gold Stars will boost their survival chances, and Kerala are right below Hearts in 12th. They take on already relegated Kotoko Royals. Meanwhile, in 15th and also battling relegation is Tamale City. They lock horns with Midiama, who are chasing a first ever Premier League title, and the Mobs and Yellows need just a point to achieve the feat. Bechem United, also in search of a first ever league triumph, will aim to spoil the party though. Victory over Adriana and the Midiama Fluff will hand them the season's Premier League title.
Michelle Kwenu of the Joy Sports desk with the wrap of the final day action in the Ghana Premier League. Let's stick with Hearts of Oak. Samuel Inkum has been playing for them for the past 2 seasons. He's disappointed with how their season has turned out.
I signed contract to achieve something for Accra House of Folk. To win the league for Accra House of Folk. But things are not going the way it's supposed to go, and you can witness it. That doesn't mean the players are bad players or something like that, but we have to do extra.
Samuel Inkum. On the continent, Moroccan giants Wydad Casablanca, they face off against Egyptian giants Al Ahly on Sunday in the second leg of the CAF Champions League final. The first leg in Cairo ended with Al Ahly winning 2-1. The Egyptian side have won the competition more than any other side, having lifted the trophy 10 times. But they face a very tough test against the reigning champions in Casablanca, courtesy of the away goal scored in Cairo.
And certainly fans will be looking forward to that action that will take place in Morocco. I tell you, Joy Sports will be there. Watch out for Big surprises as they come. Let me take you back, Tevent, straight to the streets of London, because I tell you, East London, were a sea of claret and blue on Thursday evening as thousands gathered for the West Ham Trophy Parade after the Europa Conference League victory. The Hammers beat Fiorentina 2-1 in Prague on Wednesday, with Jared Bowen scoring a late winner. The parade started at the champion statue, which depicts the club's 1966 World Cup winners. That's how tough it has been for West Ham in terms of silverware. You know, at Upton Park, and slowly made its way to Stratford Town Hall. The BBC's Claire MacDonald was reporting and described the mood as fun.
It certainly is, and the team have now arrived. They've kind of snaked through this huge crowd up to just around the corner there, where they're going to pick up the open top buses. And I mean, it's just such a stunning evening in the East End. Not a cloud in the sky, so that beautiful evening sunlight bathing the crowds, and as you can hear, their vuvuzelas and their flags and their flares, and football's just flying up into the crowd the whole time. There's a kind of festival atmosphere. I'm joined by Dean and his son Louis. Give us a blast of that vuvuzela, Louis. Excellent. Might as well get it out of the way. That's what I say, Dean. You know what I mean? You're in the middle of the interview. I mean, you're both there, resplendent in your home kits, your West Ham home kits.
Yeah.
How much does this mean?
Well, it means everything, doesn't it? You know, it was 1980 was the last time we lifted the trophy. I was 5 years of age. I can vaguely remember the bus going down the Mile End Road, but I ain't seen this in my lifetime, so, you know, it just means everything. So thought I'd bring my boy along as well. First time he's ever seen anything like this. Hopefully not the last.
We'll see how all that really goes. Let's talk about the biggest game of the football calendar then. Yes, Inter and Manchester City are meeting for the first time. The biggest club prize in world football is once again up for grabs. City are in sight of a treble, and the venue is the Ataturk Olympic Stadium, stage for arguably the most memorable final of them all. City have been banging on the door for some time now, but this is just their second final, and they're yet to break the duck. Coach Pep Guardiola, meanwhile, is looking to join the lead group of three-time winners, having previously lifted the trophy in 2009 and 2011. He would also become only the sixth man to win it with two clubs. But the biggest party of all is at the Aviation Social Centre. Hits from the Rep Your Jersey. Fent, what are we to expect on the grounds tomorrow?
A big fanfare for that matter. Starts at 10 in the morning, goes all the way till after the game at 9 p.m. And the activities there, quite a lot. Five-a-side football. There's even a quiz at the Hits FM Rep Your Jersey final will be there with lots of prizes to be won, including refrigerators. But it really is a family day out, and there will be a lot of other activities, food, drinks, music, DJs on rotation. It really is the place to be tomorrow come 10 a.m. and going all the way deep into the night, George.
I like that. DJs on rotation. And you know we've got the best DJs in town. So you have to head to the Aviation Social Centre. The other side is, please, Fent, we hope you are not dancing. Thank you very much.
I will be dancing. But tell me about what's happening in Manchester.
Yeah, look, Manchester is a divided city. Look, the Red Half are hoping Manchester City actually don't win it tomorrow. Because of the one record, Manchester United are the only English side to have won the treble and are worried about City equaling that. However, the Etihad side of things, where I am, just 3 minutes away from the Etihad Stadium, you know, the preparations are underway. The flags are out already. All fans are going to be watching the game at the stadium, and you can imagine what will happen if they win. Let's now head to Istanbul and speak to a man who is going to be running commentary across the BBC and all partners, John Murray.
We've seen a bit of life today, Istanbul. We've experienced the roads and the motorways of Istanbul, which I must say was an experience this morning. I've driven here before, but I don't remember it being quite like it was this morning. That was a real challenge, I have to say, behind the wheel, getting us around and crossing some of that needed full concentration this morning. So then we've been to the stadium. We've seen very much last preparations being put to the Ataturk Stadium, which, as people will know, as any Liverpool supporter who's listening, who was here in 2005, will well remember, it is right out on the fringes of the city of Istanbul. And so that will be a challenge for supporters getting there, although I see UEFA today have said that they're going to put on transport for supporters to get to the ground. So we've been there, and we've also been down in the centre of Istanbul.
Interesting stuff. But let's do some tennis now and wrap it up. Czech player Karolina Muchova She became one of the lowest ranked players to reach the French Open women's final as she urged a thriller against Belarusian second seed Arina Sabalenka. Ranked 43rd in the world, Mukova won 7-6, 6-7, 7-5 after saving a match point at 5-2 in the decider. Mukova will play Polish top seed Iga Swiatek in Saturday's final. George, what about the men's semis?
Yeah, the men's semis. Wow, I think the world has been looking forward to this. We've got a big one. Novak Djokovic up against Carlos Alcaraz. That is a very, very big one. It will be taking place earlier. The second semi-final is between Casper Ruud and Alexander Zverev. Don't know what and where you were looking out for, but this is really, really, really tough. I've also got to tell you, Fen, tell us about the Under-20 World Cup, the 5th Under-20 World Cup ongoing. We've got a final, have we?
Yes, and Italy have made it to the final. Great game yesterday, and certainly Israel will be looking to join them a little later. So that's what it is as far as that's concerned. Yesterday, 2 games, Italy and Uruguay have made the final. Uruguay beat Israel by 1-0, and Italy edged South Korea 2-1. So the final is set. South America versus Europe.
Fentu Tahiru there, of course. Fentu will be back on game plan. Watch out for the boys, all the guys. We're going to be having a big discussion there at 1:15. And later on the show, I mean, of course, in the day, we've got Locker Room at 7 p.m. just to make sure you're prepared for the weekend. A big thank you to you, Fentu Tahiru, for joining me on the Joy Sports Centre from Ghana. And myself from Manchester. We look forward to Hits FM Rep Your Jersey. Winston, I hope you are going to be there. Don't dance as well.
Yes, I will be there. I'll be there. I'll judge you. You can't be there, so I'll represent you. Thank you very much, George Addo Jr., for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. Thank you also, Fentu Tahiru, for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. But let's get interactive this morning. I don't know where you stand. Is it Inter Milan or is it Manchester City? Let's get interactive on Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS. Social media messages here on the Super Morning Show brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. Number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief, and GTP lifestyle. So does your existing salary account give you more? Is your salary in the right account? Worry no more, because the EcoBank salary account is here to help you. Open an EcoBank salary account today and enjoy free life insurance, which covers temporary or permanent disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and death. With the EcoBank salary account, you have the ability to save as you spend, free debit card access to loans and more. And the best part is you stand the chance to double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary promo, reloaded from now till the end of July. So open an EcoBank salary account today for an amazing benefit. Please beware of scammers who may contact you on this offer. Always visit an EcoBank branch or call EcoBank toll-free on 0800 003 225 for further details on the EcoBank salary account and the EcoBank Double Salary promo reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank.
Hey, this one, Gantuan account hold.
Why are you running?
It's all about the EcoBank salary account.
EcoBank salary account. Why? You gonna make me fly?
I promise it will make your pockets rise. The salary account comes with many incredible benefits, like free life insurance, which covers permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, temporal disability, retrenchment, and death. Also save while you spend, access loans, get free debit cards, and the chance to double your salary and more in the EcoBank Double Salary promo reloaded. It's starting from this May to July 31st, 2023. And there are so many other consolation prizes to be won.
Hey, no wonder my hand was itching. This is the perfect account for my salary.
So go ahead, open an EcoBank salary account today. You also stand a chance to win more than double your salary from 1st of May to the 31st of July in the EcoBank Double Salary promo reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is under the supervision of the National Lottery Authority under the Caritas Lottery platform. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Home is your sanctuary. Home is a reflection of who you are, an extension of your inner being. Take your time, get it right. The furniture, the decor, the accessories, the lights. When it feels like you, it feels like home. Shop at Orca for the most variety of quality furniture and accessories to personalize your space and make your house a home. Visit the Orca Deco Superstore on Spinks Road today.
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us. This is definitely the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Vodafone, Further Together, Latest Foam, your partner for life, and Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience, and Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking. We get into our relationship conversation. I'll be telling you more about that shortly. But first, here's amazing news because Vodafone Cash Special Bundles just got sweeter with a new Vodafone Cash Special Voice offer. With only 5 Ghana cedis, you can get 200 minutes of talk time valid for 7 days to all networks. Make calls to all networks all week long at the best value on Vodafone Cash Special Voice offer. Talk for 20 minutes with just 5 Ghana cedis only available on Vodafone Cash. Dial *110# to purchase your bundle or visit my Vodafone app to make your purchase. Connect with your loved ones with a Vodafone Cash Special Bundle. Vodafone. But it's now time for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, and Magdan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. The IMF deal has helped in preventing fresh round of job layoffs by enterprises and shutdown of operations. That's a session by business associations and manufacturing firms. Some stakeholders in the Greek sector have described the warehouse receipt financing scheme as not feasible. They say the scheme to offer commodity-backed loans to smallholder farmers and aggregators may not yield the expected results. Founder of Design and Technology Institute, Constance Swanica, has called for mentorship and career guidance to build capacity of the youth. According to her, guidance for young entrepreneurs and job seekers is crucial in building the human resource required for economic growth. And UK firms could gain access to US green funding as part of plans to boost UK and US ties announced by Rishi Sunak and Joe Biden. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you.
Well, looking for a quick hassle-free loan with no collateral required. So if you're looking for a quick hassle-free loan with no collateral required, look no further. CBG Smart Loan is designed to help your business access funds without collateral. With our SME Smart Loan, you can access a quick and hassle-free loan without collateral, comfortable monthly loan repayment schedule, collection services with our Sika Collect platform. To save you the trouble of visiting the branch to make payments, don't let financial constraints hinder your entrepreneurial dreams. Walk into any of our 114 branches nationwide or contact us on 0302216000. For more information, you can also reach us on our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Email info@cbg.com.gh. Visit our website, cbg.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. Well, if you're looking for a 1-seater, 2-seater, 3-seater, L-shaped sofa crafted to the finest details and available in various colors for your home, office, or hotel, if you're looking for comfort, durability, quality, and that perfect finishing, look no further because Latest Foam is your one-stop shop. Whatever your choice or budget, buy from the best, not the imitated. Buy Latest Foam. Latest Foam, your partner for life. So I've got a question for you. What's exciting, delicious, creamy, and rich with vitamins, minerals, and has the goodness of cocoa all at the same time? I'm sure you know what it is already. Well, in case you don't know, I'll tell you because it's the brand new Niche chocolate drink made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche chocolate is full of delicious goodness. Niche chocolate drink comes in 250 ml bottle and 180 ml Tetra packs so that you can enjoy it big or small. It's great for all members of the family. Visit a shop near you to get yours. I know that you love it. Contact Niche on 0531 818292 or 0277779560. Niche Taste of Ghana. Now, Absa Bank says they know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. So they won't let banking get you in your way. That's why with Absa's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who's important to you. You know, banking has never been this easy. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Absa's digital channels. Now that's Africanacity, that's Absa. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh for further details. All right, so stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
Ever visited a shop, picked a whole basket of provisions, toiletries, and very essential things you need, battled a long queue to finally pay, only to be told you can't pay to a merchant number the way that thing they pay, but with Vodafone Cash, there is no problem. Now on Vodafone Cash, you can pay all merchants on all networks. Easy peasy. Aye straight. Aye direct. Aye sharp. From your Vodafone Cash wallet to any merchant number on other networks. So whether you are buying provisions or fuel, medication or food, whatever the service or need, just pay conveniently from Vodafone Cash to any merchant's number. Simply dial *110# to make payment to merchants on other networks today.
Vodafone.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office, or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice, whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Welcome to Belmonte, where luxury meets comfort. If you're in the market for a home that combines class, convenience, and comfort, then look no further than Belmonte. Belmonte is located in the prime East Legon area off Lagos Avenue. The Belmonte stylish apartment offers first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. Whether you are looking for an executive studio suite or a cozy one-bedroom apartment, a spacious two-bedroom apartment, or a custom villa, we have you covered. But that's not all. Belmonte offers a range of top-notch facilities to relax and keep you entertained. So why wait? Take the first step towards your dream home. Sign up for our 3-year payment plan and own your property today. Contact us at 0204-343-011 or 0204-343-015 to learn more. Belmonte is developed by CPL Developers.
It's morning in Africa. It won't be bright for another hour or two, but the continent is already on the move. Trade is kicking up and spirits are high as the continent prepares to move yet another 1 million tons of goods to markets across the seas. It's the hour for making tea and coffee, of cotton bales, splitting wood, diamonds in metal boxes, and tall, tall buildings going up. The train engines are revving up, factories are opening, and big undersea cables are pushing the continent alive. 4 time zones, 1 million opportunities, and vibrant young professionals 100 million strong. It's morning in Africa, and one bank is opening the door to endless opportunities. With seamless Pan-African payment and trade solutions and presence in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, we are Africa's gateway to the world.
Access, more than banking.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish. Your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank.
are you, Kofi? And how are you getting on? Have you been taking your HIV medication? I mean, the antiretroviral medicines.
Media, my bro, my bre. Every day, I have to take this medicine. Why?
Oh, Kofi, but you know that your antiretroviral medicines have to be taken every day to be effective.
Why does it have to be so?
Oh, Kofi, you know by taking your antiretroviral medicines every day, it stops the virus from replicating and allows the immune system to repair itself and prevent further damage. This way, you can live a long, healthy life.
Do you think not taking the antiretroviral medicine is the reason why I feel weak and feverish? Could it be the reason why I have recurring diarrhea too?
So would you rather feel sick instead of just taking the antiretroviral medicines daily and feel healthy? You know the daily dose helps to suppress the virus so that in about 6 months, the virus becomes undetectable. This means that the virus in your blood is sufficiently suppressed. It also means that you cannot transmit the virus to others. If your viral load continues to remain undetectable, then it is equal to being untransmittable. That is what we mean by U equals U.
I think I owe it to myself to take my antiretroviral drug religiously.
Great! That is what I was hoping to hear. You must take your antiretroviral medicine consistently to get your viral load suppressed to make it undetectable and untransmittable.
Yes, undetectable equals untransmittable.
U equals U.
This message is brought to you by Ghana AIDS Commission.
It's Friday!
Got it. Terror Squad. Looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And oh, you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Learning is so fun. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
The most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rasta's active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody, pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Rosalyn Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I say go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
With us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
Long she ain't stopping, homie, I ain't stopping. Dripping wet with sweat, man, it's on and popping on my champagne campaign. Bottle after bottle is on, and we gon' sip to every bubble and every bottle is gone.
Of law have joined us. We're having a conversation shortly, but first the Ghana Revenue Authority announces for the information of the general public, especially importers, that with the passage of VAT Amendment Act 2022, Act 108, all importers who qualify to register for VAT and have failed to do so well from Tuesday, 6th June 2023, be charged an additional 12.5% on the customs value of taxable goods they import. Now, the upfront payment is charged at importation on taxable goods imported in commercial quantities with a face value of 200,000 Ghana cedis or more. And please note that the upfront payment is not a new tax. It is a compliance tool to encourage persons required to register for VAT to register and file their tax returns. Okay, so an importer who makes the upfront payment may be allowed to recover the amount when they register and file their VAT tax returns as stated in the Act 1082. We therefore entreat all importers who qualify to register for VAT to make arrangements to register at the nearest taxpayer service center to avoid the upfront payment. Kindly contact GRA on toll-free 0800 900 110, WhatsApp number 055 299 0000 or 0200 631664, or send an email to info@gra.gov.gh for further inquiries.
Come on. You can have it your way. How do you want it? You gon' back that thing up or should I push up on it? Temperature rising, okay, let's go to the next level. Dance floor jam packed, hot as a tea kettle. I break it down for you now, baby, it's simple. If you be an info, I'll be an info. In a hotel or in the back of the rental.
Well, so it's another year of intake into the prestigious University of Ghana School of Law, and this year is a mega one because they're inviting applications for the recently launched 19 twin programs in LLM and MA programs and the traditional post-first degree program. This morning, we are privileged to have officials of the school to speak to us about everything you need to know about joining the prestigious University of Ghana Law School. This morning, we're joined by Kweku Boedu, who is lecturer at the school. Rachel Hazel is also a lecturer. William Owusu-Demitia is also a lecturer. And Zainab Ayariga, also a lecturer. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
And I believe that you're all doing well.
Yeah, we're good. Sure.
Great,
you can
great.
Tell.
Of course. And I like that you can tell bit. except that these days we can laugh, but we may still have an issue or two.
Well, Zainab is a summary, so just look at her and summarize for the rest of us. Okay. That's what I meant by you can tell.
Okay. Good. So, was it last year that you were here to talk about, your newly introduced LLM, or maybe the beginning of the year? The beginning of this year.
It looks like last year. It looks like.
I remember Professor Raymond Atuguba coming here. At the time, we were supposed to be joined by Dr. Ali Nachia, who couldn't make it. Yes, I remember that discussion. And you talked about these twin 19 programs. How's it going?
Great. We're having a bomb. It's been a very fruitful and eventful year. We are running 18 of the 19 programs that we put up for this academic year. Our students can testify to the good work that we are doing, and then also to the fact that we've delivered on our promises, running all the programs concurrently, twin programs for both the LLM and then the MAs. Our lecturers cut across the world. We have lecturers from North America, from South Africa, from Europe. And we also, because we're running a hybrid program, so we have in-person sessions and then online sessions for all the programs that we are running. So it's made it easier to facilitate these type of works. And we're here again to let our people out there know that we're not done yet. The programs are still running. And we are giving this unique opportunity to everyone who has any intention of pursuing higher education to think of what we are doing and the impact we are making, and to fall and rally behind to make these programs a success. And this year the 19 programs are on for all those who want to register. We've had some good numbers so far.
1,400.
Yes.
For the current year.
1,400.
Yes, across the programs.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. Across the programs.
Wow. It was amazing. The response was amazing.
Okay, because I know that there are some of your students here.
Yes.
I'm sure when they were crossing, saying hello, hi. Of course, I had already known that they were pursuing the program, and they've been telling me that it's been it's a very great program. Some have been advising me to get onto the program. Anyway, so talking about the programs, let's actually remind ourselves again what these programs are. Could you just list the 19 programs?
Okay, so thank you very much. We have corporate and commercial law. In fact, that is the program with the highest number of students. And we have tax law, policy and practice. That ranks as number 2 in terms of the numbers. We have law and practice of public administration, national security law and practice, alternative dispute resolution, energy law, gender and the law, health law and ethics, human rights law and practice, information technology law, which is Mr. Wedu's area, law and development, international law, labor law, financial markets law and regulation, law of micro, small and medium scale enterprises, law of the sea and ocean governance, maritime law, natural resources law, and paralegal practice. So these are the 19 program offerings that we have both for the MA and the LLM streams that we are running.
Great. Now that you've introduced both MA and LLM, so let's just understand it. Who qualifies for the MA? Who qualifies for the LLM?
Well, it depends. I mean, if you ask a lawyer any question, the answer is it depends. So for our applicants for the LLM program, you need a Bachelor's of Law degree. Any LLB degree, you qualify to register for our LLM program. And for our MA program, Master of Arts, you need any degree at all, but you just have to demonstrate interest in the subject area.
Okay, interesting. So what you need to qualify is, just a first degree or an LLB. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing else. You don't have specific fields. That's if you're going for the MA program. All you need is a first degree.
All you need is a first degree.
Would you be required to write any entrance exam or sit for an interview?
Fortunately, there will be no entrance exams for our master's program. However, in certain instances, we would invite applicants for interviews.
I am interested in those instances. What are those instances?
Well, for students who want to qualify, we accept first class, second upper, and then lower. That's the minimum. But there are certain instances where somebody has a third class, but that person has experience in the field. That person qualifies. If through our interview process we are able to establish that he's capable of doing the program, we give the person the opportunity to do that. Okay. But it depends on the individual coordinators. They may as well interview first class students, second upper, and all the other.
Basically, it's because if there's a restriction on the numbers that you can take, we had a lot of applicants. We couldn't accept all of them. Sometimes the best way you can prune them down is through the interview. So the person may even have a second lower, but probably through the interview, you realize the third class student comes across as somebody more experienced, somebody who can do the course better. So we want to give everybody the opportunity. The interview gives us the opportunity to just look beyond the degree or the paper that is presented and assess the person's thought process, the ability of the person to reason and be able to pursue that higher education, because we require that level of, as it were, intellectual ability to be able to pursue the program to the end. It's quite a mentally stimulating program. So you need people who are tough enough mentally to be able to go through, not just intelligent, but tough to go through the entire program.
I now understand that it depends. It depends on a lot of factors. If you have a lot of people, you may decide to use interviews to, reduce the numbers. That's great. But I mean, for those persons listening to us right now, considering the program, they're probably asking themselves, in terms of lectures, what should I expect? Mr. Boedu.
Well, so we run the hybrid system. We have in-person lectures, but then we always have technology that allows us to do online at the same time.
Okay.
So students may choose to be present physically or be online. In extreme circumstances, we record all lectures also. So in extreme circumstances where a student cannot be physically present and can neither be online, the recording is there. We discourage that, but there could be instances when somebody would need that. And it's also, students can also go back and review, even if you attended a lecture, students can go back and review the recording. So we have these three modes of lectures: in person, online, and then recorded.
Great. So I know that students would love that one. In case you miss the lectures, you can always go back and play it back. It's good. If I were a student there, that would actually motivate me to come. Because there are times you can't make the lecture. A lot of things happen these days. But so in case I want to apply and I'm having any difficulty, because now you've convinced all of us why we should apply. If I'm having any difficulty, is there any helpline that I can reach and be assisted?
Yes, so all the information is available on the website. And so if you go to the website at law.ug.edu.gh/masters, you would be /masters. Or even if you go to law.ug.edu.gh, it would be able to give you the information you need to go to the master's page where you get the adequate information. If also you need help, you can call on any of these numbers, 053 128 2413 and 053 133 0203. We also have 020 319 8444 and 0244 759997. So we're available online. Information is available on the website, but in extreme scenarios that you need help, you can reach out to the school on these numbers and we'll gladly help you. And the information is also on the website.
Oh, great. What about the post-first degree program? We haven't talked about that briefly. Maybe there are others who want to apply for that also. How do they go about it?
So same procedure. You go online. There's information on the website. If you require additional information to be able to help you to make the decision, you can call through these numbers as well. Now, the post-first degree is the requirement again is just a bachelor's degree, a good bachelor's degree, and then you can apply. That is the bachelor's of law, as we call it. What we said earlier, the twin program is the Masters of Law. So the bachelor's, you need just a bachelor's degree to apply to read the LLB. It also has the same procedure for applying. Everything is done online. Thanks to Mr. Kweku Boadu and his team, we don't accept paper applications anymore.
Okay.
Everything is online. So you make the application, everything, we access everything online, and then we'll be able to carry out. But for that one, you require a written exam and an interview.
Great. Let's wrap it up. I'll give you a chance. Last words from all of you. So
well,
yes,
let me add that all lectures are held on the University of Ghana Accra City campus, and lectures are between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Okay.
And then before we go, you rightly mentioned at the beginning of the interview, at the beginning of the year, we had our Prof. Dean, Dr. Professor Raymond Atukba here with us. Unfortunately, he's unable to make it today because of some official assignment that he's on, which is in furtherance of the programs that we are running. Currently, he's abroad with our colleague, Dr. Sena Daitutu, and they are trying to find some collaborations with other universities abroad to help us run these programs. And so far, they've made contact with University of Columbia.
Yeah.
And for the next academic year, we have people who are on the corporate and commercial law programs may have to, if they so desire, have an exchange program with some of the students there. But that may come either at zero cost or some minimal cost to the students.
Okay.
And so these are things that we want our students to have in mind, that we are not local champions, but we are much higher, and certainly the University of Ghana is a place to be.
What's the opposite of local champion?
So
international players.
Yeah. So those the yes. So as Mr. Ariga said, we are having international partnerships. Some of them have been secured, others are in the pipeline, so that our students can go abroad and get the best of both worlds.
Okay.
Also, the deadline for application is 30th June 2023. And so we want everybody to take the step, go on the website, law.ug.edu.gh, get the information, try and make the application in good time. And when the applications close, we would have the opportunity. Usually, our people, sometimes we like to wait till the deadline is over, and then we come pleading. We are also pleading with you before the deadline is over.
Okay.
Kindly ensure that you send in your applications before the 30th, and then we'll be able to, as it were, review your applications and take a decision on it.
Finally, the fees. We cannot leave without talking about the money involved. I mean, it's affordable. 25,000 for a master's program in Ghana is really affordable. You don't need IMF support to pursue a degree in master's.
Have you seen the young
master's program?
and that includes the admission processing fees.
Yes. So for the entire master's program. It's a 25,000, including admission processing fees and all that. And these are payable in semesters. And even with the semester payments, we are mindful of the fact that not everybody will have the entire amount at the beginning of the semester. So if you pay, say, 50% of the semester's fees, you are eligible to register until you write the exam, when you'll be required to pay the remaining 50%. So you may have four installments of payments, as a matter of fact, over the course of it. 50% of the first semester at the beginning, the remaining 50% at the end, 50% of the second semester at the beginning, the remaining 50% at the end. So it's fairly balanced so that it will not be unduly burdensome on the applicants. Yeah.
Great. The young man here was shaking his head in disagreement, but I think he would agree. Anyway, Mr. Budi, anything you want to say?
Yeah, we're getting excellent collaboration with industry in Ghana, and that's very, very impressive. The IT law course, for instance, the National Communications Authority releases a lecturer for us. Only yesterday, the Right to Information Commission released a lecturer for us. Data Processing Commission is releasing a lecturer. The governor of the Bank of Ghana is releasing a lecturer to come and deal with cryptocurrencies, for instance.
Okay.
So we are getting excellent collaboration, and it's all over. I mean, each of the fields, you have people in Ghanaians who are manning critical infrastructure, critical organizations, who are qualified in their job, coming into the lecture room to impart knowledge.
Right. Thank you very much, Kweku Boadu. Thank you very much, Rachel Hazel and William Usu-Demetia, as well as Zainab Ayarga, who are all lecturers of the University of Ghana School of Law. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Super Morning Show. So, folks, you know what to do. Just get online and start the application process. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
What? It seems Royal Foam did not get the memo. Times are tough. Prices are going up. They're giving 10% discount, free pillows with every purchase. Hey, Royal Foam. Just when you thought all they manufacture are quality but affordable mattresses and pillows, they take it up a notch by being thoughtful in these hard times. Royal Foam has reduced their prices drastically. Buy a mattress, get a free pillow. Enjoy 10% discount instantly, nationwide. Take advantage. Enjoy Royal Foam. Enjoy the best.
Call Royal Foam today on 020-227-1000 for more information.
Royal Foam. Rest assured.
Have you ever been on a cruise? Imagine sleeping and waking up to the view of calm blue waters in the comfort of your cabin whilst visiting different cities like Santorini, Mykonos, Barcelona, Bahrain, Wilvis Bay, or Venice, where for about 7 days you're treated like royalty on board a floating resort with food, drinks, entertainment, accommodation, several relaxation and fun therapies. Our packages to the Mediterranean, Southern Africa, Greek islands, and the Persian Gulf are available every week. Talk to your cruise people today and learn more about cruising and how it impacts productivity, mental health, and your general well-being. Call us now on 0308-251-055 or visit yourcruisepeople.com.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn, e no buff, e no chop, where e vanish for your area for 2 weeks. You no get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor get water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank get meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selenium. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank! By Duraplast.
She's so close to the boss, they whisper. The PA is so lucky, they think. It's only 9 a.m. and you've already gone through 3 meetings, 12 phone calls, and a low-calorie breakfast. You only survive each week thanks to speed lunches and power naps. It makes you wonder, how many steps have I taken up the corporate ladder? But you've got this. Wake up your vim with Lucozade, because with Lucozade, you always make it through. Lucozade, restore your energy. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities from 1,500 cedis upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today. 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Your office they shine, oh.
Yes, so I tell you, say for proper and modern ceiling solutions, the answer be Interface Limited. Them get in stock acoustic ceilings where you go fit make your office fine like my own.
Or even better pass your own self.
We can better pass my own.
Shall I go Interface right now?
Interface Limited is the leading supplier and installer of finishing input materials for the building and construction industry in Ghana. Call us on 0274 999999 or visit our website at
www.interfacelimited.net. Facebook, Interface Limited GH. Instagram, interface.limited.
is the Super Morning Show on Joy. We've got a lot to get through this morning. Yesterday we promised you that we would bring you excerpts of that exclusive interview with Professor Frimpong Boateng. Evans Mensah is the one who sat down with him. He said some very interesting things, some of them with rather far-reaching implications. We'll be bringing you some excerpts in just a moment. But before all of that, you contribute to the growth and success of Ghanaian textile industry every time you wear your authentic fabrics. GTP says thank you. Always purchase original, genuine and authentic GTP fabrics. Check that the design number on the label is also printed on the edge of the fabric. Contact 050-994-0949 to buy online, or just go to any of their accredited dealers across the country, or to any Woodin shop. GTP, life styled.
Now, Adansi Travels, the 2022 best tour operator by the Ghana Tourism Authority, is pleased to invite you to their 10th anniversary trip to Dubai. Now, this 10-day fun-filled trip starts from 10th August on a chartered Emirates flight to Dubai and promises to offer you a wonderful holiday experience like never before. Now, there's an option of a 3-star, 4-star, 5-star hotels to choose from, and a guaranteed unforgettable fun experience at the Dubai desert with the legend himself, Sangmene Samini, performing live at the camp. Now, this is a never to miss one trip, and good news is that the rate is only $1,650. That's where it starts. Starts at $1,650 to cover your Emirates flight, hotel accommodation, visa, tours, airport transfers, and selected meals. To book, visit our website at adansi-travels.com or call 0595500817 or 0593850082. Please note that besides the chartered flight date on the 10th to the 19th, you can also join the trip either on the 13th of August or the 15th of August. Adansi at 10, it's a vibe. Book now to feel the beauty of life with Adansi.
Now it's your time to enjoy the Royal Foam mattress at affordable prices. Things are really hard, and that's why Royal Foam is bringing you the Wunsuwu Mrenie promotion. Okay, it's your time to enjoy 10% off the current prices of their mattresses. Plus, you get a free pillow. It's amazing. If you want to know more, call 020-227-1000 for more information. Royal Foam, rest assured.
So it's a Chediankwan throughout the month of May, June, and July. Access Bank's remittance promo is back to reward you for sending and receiving money from your loved ones. Get free airtime instantly and loads of exciting branded gift items when you send or receive 500 Ghana cedis or more through Access Africa, Western Union, MoneyGram, Ria, ZPay, UnityLink, and Express Pay. Receive monies directly into your Access Bank account, mobile money wallet, or over the counter. It is free when you receive your remittances into your Access Bank account. Tell a friend to tell another friend. The Access Bank Chediankwan promo is here, and there's no limit to the gifts you can receive. So you can receive, and receive. Don't be left out. Visit any of their 53 branches on weekdays and some selected branches on Saturdays for all your remittance transactions. Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking.
All right, listen, it was just a couple of evenings ago that Evans Mensah sat down with Professor Frimpong Boateng. They had an extensive conversation, and all the key questions were put to him. His answers were fascinating. Let's listen to some excerpts of that interview.
I don't know the legal definition. Maybe yes, but maybe not. I'm on bail. So the background is that I think on the 13th or 14th of May, I received a letter from the special prosecutor to appear before him. I should report at 10 a.m. on the 16th of May, which I did. The letter said that they were investigating corruption and corruption-related activities of the IMCIM. I was a little bit disturbed.
And ICIM is Inter-Ministerial Committee Against Illegal Mining.
Yes. I thought that they were going to talk about how to stop Galamsey and all these things. But anyway, so I went there and waited at the lobby. When my lawyer was in, we were ushered to the 7th floor where the office of the special prosecutor was. I was ushered into a room, given a seat, and next to me, on my right, were my lawyers, and opposite me was the senior or the principal investigator, I think that was the title, and some officers from that office. So as soon as I sat down, the chief investigator walked over to me, put his left hand on my shoulder and said, "You are under arrest." I said, "Why am I under arrest? What are my charges?" Well, no specific charges, but we are investigating corruption and corruption-related activities of the IMCIM, that is the committee I chaired. And he asked whether I was ready to answer some questions. I said, well, I'll do my best to answer the questions. So I was asked a lot of questions. Took about 2 hours, or a little bit over 2 hours. And after that, I was told that I had to be bailed before I'll be released. I was not offered the opportunity of self-recognizance bail. So a friend of mine was at the lobby, so he came up and bailed me, and I left. And I was told that if the need arose, I'll be invited back to the office. So that's what happened. And of course, some officers from the OSPs went to see my friend's place where he was staying to make sure that if I absconded, they will be able to get hold of my friend to produce me before the court. Yeah. So this is what happened.
What was the sum, the bail sum, the conditions attached to it?
I was told 2 million cedis or so, if I'm not mistaken.
2 million cedis. Did they also send a team to your house?
No, they did not come to my house.
But they verified the residential address of your friend who had bailed you out. Okay. And the questions that they asked you, what did it relate to?
Relate to everything that we did at the IMCIM, but I'm not sure whether I can go over those questions because this is it's a prosecutor, they're investigating, and I don't feel comfortable, going over the questions. So if you will permit me, but it was a broad-based question, a lot of questions on many topics, and I answered as best as I could, and so that was it.
Okay. They had invited you, so this is you honoring the invitation to go to the special prosecutor's office that day with your lawyers.
Yes.
Okay, but in the letter that was inviting you, has it specified that you're going to be assisting or you're going to be a person of interest?
Person of interest. Something like that.
Okay. Around the work that related to the Interministerial Committee on Legal Mining. Yes. Today, we had heard and reported that it had to do with some expenditure around the IMCI's work, more than 300 million cedis that had been spent on drones, etc. Did anything like that come up in these questions?
I didn't hear the figure of 300 million, but a lot of questions about drones and other things. As I said, I'm not very comfortable going over because they're investigating and they took notes, they did recording, so of what took place. So the important thing is that I was invited there, I was questioned, and I answered the questions as best as I could.
There's a real possibility that you will be prosecuted.
They're fine.
It's not daunting at all?
No. Why?
You're not scared?
No, I'm not scared. Why should I be scared?
The possibility that you may actually be convicted?
Yes. What kind of possibility? I don't see it. But if that is how, look, in this life, even the Son of God, Jesus Christ, the sinless one, was convicted and killed. As we go along in life in this country, others who have the power now or who have the influence now should know that at some point they should also they will held accountable for what they are doing.
Do you feel you're being victimized?
I think so.
Why do you think so?
What have I done wrong in this country? If 0.001% of people behave like what I've done, this country will not be the way it is. I built a whole hospital, trained people, Ghanaians, heart surgeons, trained people from Nigeria, Ethiopia, changed Kolebu after Gurgisberg and Nkrumah. Frimpong Boateng was the person who added structures and systems to Kolebu, with internally generated funds, not money from the government.
So yeah, some very interesting details there shared by Prof. Yes, Prof. Now, I mean, listen. Let's make certain things clear. The Special Prosecutor's Office has the mandate to do what they are doing, which is to investigate corruption. Special Prosecutor's Office has the power to direct people to attend interviews or interrogations at their offices. And they most certainly have the legal right to arrest and grant bail to any person they deem necessary to do so. And that's what has happened here. So this is not about whether something illegal or wrongful has happened. The question is, what does it all mean? We have a certain climate, a certain thing is going on. The whole nation is in a battle for its life against something called Galamsey. And in that battle, this particular individual has named people in the government in which he himself served, has named them as being responsible for some of the damage caused by Galamsey. And everything he has said has been ignored by this government. The people he has named have come under some attack from the public. So it would be the easiest assumption for someone to imagine that some means will be used to put pressure on Professor Frimpong Boating. It then becomes important for an institution like the Special Prosecutor's Office to do whatever it can to ensure that it doesn't become the assumption or suspicion of the public that they are being used to put pressure on Professor Frimpong Boating. It is their responsibility to do whatever they can to avoid that conception. Have they done enough?
Mostly, a constitutional body or a body of law certainly would be interested in performing its role no matter whose ox is God. So you would expect that generally they would invite people, they would arrest people, regardless of the climate, because that's their job. And if every day you think about what others may say about your duty, you are less likely to perform it. But the circumstance surrounding this one is what made it interesting for many people, especially at the time that many of the people that have been named, even though this same document is supposedly under investigation at different levels, had not been arrested, had not been invited, there's not been any commentary on them. And at the time that we know what has happened to our fight against Galamsey, this is the Republic of Ghana, where an entire ministry did a press conference and told everybody that we've asked, despite all the videos we have seen, we've asked the Forestry Commission to do some investigation. Then around the same time, they were removing every single piece of evidence that you can actually have on video, live camera work, away
Burning
from
evidence.
Yes. So when you extrapolate that to what has really happened to our fight against Galamsey, the people that have been openly, unashamedly involved at different levels, those that have been named, requiring a certain media coalition or civil society people to submit petitions for specific individuals and groups to be investigated to different levels. Then they keep passing it left, right, center. If you put all of that together, it is difficult to dismiss the issues surrounding this particular matter. When did we take the view that the man ought to be invited or ought to be interrogated? At what point in time do we conclude that we have enough to charge him or arrest him or do any other things close to that? Is it the very best of decisions to make? Because investigative bodies and anti-corruption institutions will have to make decisions. They have discretionary powers they have to exercise. My constitution says it should be fair, candid, and reasonable in the exercise of these discretionary powers. So all of those will come under scrutiny. They may be just mere coincidences and all of that, but they'll still come under scrutiny. And the person who's been invited has absolutely every right to read meanings into them. Because this is, again, Ghana, where we choose to chase the people who are doing the right thing and aid the people who really are doing the wrong. I'm not saying that's what's happening in this case. In fact, it is to establish whether or not Professor Frimpong Boateng has done any wrong at all. And he's not above the laws of this country. He might be a wonderful surgeon, but a proper democracy ensures that there's rule of law. And the rule of law insists that everybody can be subjected to the legal procedures of the state. So that's not the defense here. But one will be acting the proverbial ostrich if you ignore the circumstances surrounding what has happened with Professor Frimpong Boateng. The people he named, the powerful people, the people who are believed or truthfully known to be controlling the state in very varied forms, and the back and forth with those people. If you extend it to even the courtesy, to some people, he just embarrassed the government and set back the quest to actually push forward the fortunes of this government going into the future. So he became somewhat of a threat to the continual existence of the agenda of the government in place today. Some way, somehow, there is history to suggest that when people take this position or take this posturing, they are dealt with differently. Nobody can dismiss the fact that a similar thing might have happened or indirectly happened in the case of Daniel Dobelevo. You were here, right, Kojo? The man was being investigated, age, number of days on leave, and to the extent that we were so convinced, we were so happy that we were compelling people who says, yeah, I can still work, to no, you need to go on leave because we need to investigate. And we did a lot of investigation. We determined nationality, we determined age, we determined all of the other things, and yet concluded finally that he needed just to go on leave. Even procurement processes that was under his purview, but he was not directly involved, were still investigated. If you put all of that together, the presumption is that there are some people, when you decide to go against certain elements of state Ghana, there are problems, and you are taking on. So that is the background in which you somehow are suspicious of the conduct of any relevant state institution, even if they are performing their legitimate roles. But why? With time, we'll get to the bottom of this matter. I'm just hopeful that when anybody takes the view, when any government institution or any relevant state institution takes the view that I have done something that ought to be investigated or perused or properly, you choose the legitimate processes of states. Due process is respected, and you protect the human rights of the people involved. It doesn't have to be seen as witch hunting. It doesn't have to be done with the Rambo style or whatever characterization that goes along with that. Those things do not add anything to any proper investigation. And in any case, maybe I'll end on this point. I'm just hoping we should get to the point that when we are inviting or doing some of these things, you know the funny part, there were some times that people were discussing a recent case, and people say, but the person has been around for God knows how long. Then the UK police said, oh, we have been investigating this matter for 2 years. We have now come to the point where we think we have enough to charge. That's why we arrested the person. But you know the opposite happens in the Republic of Ghana, right? It's as if they are arresting you to prevent you from committing a crime when you're not committing any crime at the time. So, I mean, we should be mindful of all of this environment that we find ourselves in, but that cannot prevent any legitimate institution or state from doing their work anyway.
So this is the question I wanted to ask, and I'd love to hear your answer on that, Vincent. So the Office of the Special Prosecutor has taken the posture that what we're doing is legal. It's our mandate. We have the remit to do this. We don't have to explain ourselves to anybody. We don't have to come and explain why we arrested Professor Frimpong Boateng. He's a citizen. He's under investigation. We arrested him. We bailed him. We invited him. We arrested him. We bailed him. End of story. We don't have to explain it to anybody. But there is a school of thought that says this is a circumstance that is unique, happening at a time that is unique.
Yeah.
And for that reason, as part of their job, they should ensure that they don't do things in a way that creates difficulties for them that are unnecessary. So it would have been better for them to have explained what they are doing, because in the end they are serving the public. Then the public have a right to know why they do certain things.
Well, you see, so the thing with a lot of these processes, and let's put on record that the Office of the Special Prosecutor wrote to Professor for investigations concerning 320 million Ghana cedis budget for the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, its expenditure, missing excavators here and there and all of that. The challenge in all of this is the timing of the special prosecutor's investigations in the first place. Now, if you were investigating this right from October, I know that you could even investigate for 2 years before inviting him.
Yeah.
But in a polarized country like ours, the timing is very wrong. You can make the argument also that, but if we always want to look at these things, then we would never do anything.
They cannot do our work because every time the political circumstances may dictate that we don't do one thing or the other.
Would never change. So when you started, and this is the point, when Charles Bissiou was invited by the Martin Amidu administration, he had indicated, Charles, that he mentioned Professor Frimpong Boateng's name.
That's true.
So Professor Frimpong Boateng's name has been with the special prosecutor all this while.
Way back.
When the special prosecutor indicated in October that it was investigating the Interministerial Committee against on illegal mining, that was great. I mean, that would let you know that anybody could be invited at that point in time. Now, the time Professor Frimpong Boateng's letter came out, we discussed it and everything. Then after that, you invite him to attend to you for investigation and you arrest him. Ordinarily, for me, that's nothing really. I mean, that's standard procedure. You come in there, you're under arrest, you're granted bail, you move, you go back to your house. So that's it. But again, the timing sometimes may create the impression that, okay, I'm doing this, we are doing this. So I can understand where people are coming from. And let me state where my position is. I can understand where people are coming from that, oh, why this time? But I say, why not this time? And you have made the point, Raymond, in the advanced jurisdictions, they say we are investigating. They will investigate and investigate and investigate. In fact, there are instances where they don't even mention your name.
That's true.
When you are invited to the police, your name is not mentioned. It's only in a part of the world that they are not done with investigations. Then they take you to court, then they go and charge you, and they will drop the charges. And out there, they charge you, the media will publish it. And so whenever they search your name pops up as if you committed a crime. And in no time.
And there's no publication that concludes that, oh, he was finally let go.
Exactly. So, to be very honest,
tomorrow, you be the one explaining to people all the time whenever they meet you, oh, but when we saw this case, what happened? Then you are explaining that, oh, they couldn't pursue it any longer.
So, to be very honest with you, if, Prof himself had not come out, all of these had not come, that I was arrested and all that, we wouldn't have even known. It would have just been standard procedure.
I think there's a vacuum, right? Kojo, if I could make this point quickly. I think there's a vacuum. The time he was truly, properly arrested, and the time he came out, between the days, between the weeks, and because the timeline, yes, the timelines don't make sense to me. Coming to the conclusion that I think, okay, of course, you can see that some people leaked that information, that he's been arrested and he's actually been invited and arrested. Now, when the special prosecutor invited him, Prof had indicated he will make himself available for the special prosecutor. In fact, it was very public, right? We didn't know what had happened in the conversation. But from what we are hearing today, it was at that time that he was arrested.
Yeah.
But the information about his arrest came out later on.
Yeah. Almost a month later.
Yes. So what then happened? What precipitated the need to have that conversation a month later? Whose interest does it serve that this is in the open? Because, of course, the invitation was in the open. So appreciably, the conversation that I'll go, I will not go, is also in the open. He didn't go to court to challenge that. He didn't pursue any case. He went to them. We didn't get to know that it was that time that he was arrested. I hope you are getting my point.
Yeah,
something certainly must happen in between that time for it to now be an issue of importance.
So let me tell you what may have happened between that time, because I've also been doing a few checks. Okay. And so some persons got to know of this and felt that, no, you're being victimized.
Oh, okay.
So you have to put this out there because it's beginning to look like you're the target now because of what you said. And you see, in doing these analysis, we'll look at all the things that have been said over the period.
Yeah.
From all those who said this was Professor Frimpong Boateng's own explanation because he had not gotten any position. And again, you see, I raised the timing question. But for all of these comments, timing would not have been of any importance today. But because of all the things that were said against him, and even how we run our institutions here, there's that perception.
And the reaction of state,
yes,
proper ministers, deputy ministers to this document, to the very things he has said before, and even those non-state actors who rarely were also riled up by this.
So it looks like for those who are concerned, they are beginning to reasonably infer that this could be an attempt to witch hunt the old professor. And if that is the case, then it's time the professor went to town with what really transpired.
Right.
And that is when this issue came out there.
Okay.
So
that's when I got,
right.
Which
would
then mean the Special Prosecutor's Office is caught up in that particular web.
Right. Now, this is the thing this is the point that I've been trying to make about the approach of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. You see, sometimes we all get carried away and we think that the legal consideration is the only consideration in all matters. It is not. So, you might be an office that deals primarily in legal activities. You are the Office of the Special Prosecutor. But you have a public relations department. The public relations department is not only concerned with legal matters. They are concerned with matters of education, matters of promoting your image, of protecting your image. They are concerned with matters of morality. There are other matters that become important depending on which department or which aspect of your business is being engaged. So it is not only whether the thing is legal or not that matters. You don't simply proceed with something because that is the procedure. That is business as usual. That is the procedure for investigating. But investigating is not the only thing your office does. Your office must also inform the public. Your office must also educate the public. That is also a mandate given you, not only to do legal things. So how did you engage on the aspect of education and information when it came to this case? Was there any thinking around that? Did you really think that arresting Professor Frimpong Boateng at a time when his report has been leaked, at a time when the public is talking about him naming other members of government, at a time when those members of government are fighting back, at a time when we are being told that even the president himself was informed that his forestry, what's it called, the head of his forestry commission is the biggest threat to Ghana's forests, and nothing was done.
Yeah.
At the time that we are
right
being
before
told,
the man who's been accused,
at the time that we are being given such incendiary details, and the public is engaging on it, you, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, an investigation that you started last year, you have decided at this point, and no one is even asking why this became the right time to invite him. The evidence that you have, how long have you had it? The evidence based on which you arrested and bailed him, how long have you had it?
Because we believed it's perfectly within your discretionary powers
Absolutely.
to do so.
So if you decide to do it at this time, it is important that you avoid any it is part of your job. Don't just say it's business as usual. Nothing is business. There must be thinking around everything. Everything you do, there must be thinking around it. So you must ask yourself, what are the implications? We are doing our job, but if we do our job, what are the possible downsides? What could possibly go against us? How do we mitigate it?
Except if your intention was also to add up to the thinking that, well, you could equally be treated like the suspect here, and that you being a suspect can be elevated. So in this country,
so to sort of balance.
Yes. So you see, you have made allegations. You have made very, very serious allegations in the document to show to people that you yourself, you are a subject of similar investigation. We arrest you, and then possibly that would lead to people reducing your believability on that level. So at some point, the thinking is that, oh, even he has done some things. Because, see, in the Republic of Ghana, Winston, you don't need the truth to always convince people. Sometimes you'll be shocked how rumors, mere thoughts of how things could have gone one way or the other. An arrest is not a declaration of guilt. You are not guilty. You are deemed innocent until proven guilty in a court of competent jurisdiction. But, Kojo, you'll be shocked how many people do not believe this. That merely because they say there's an accusation of this sort against you, immediately there are some that are going to conclude, of course, he's not a saint himself. So you see, he has done a lot of things in this particular area, except that could be your intention by bringing it up and try to even the play. They say, okay, you
see, so I've been doing some, I told you I've been finding out a lot of things about what really may have happened. And from my gatherings, from the discussions I may have had, from the sources I may have contacted. Now, they say they've been doing this investigation for some time now. Okay. So, the time he was asked to attend to the special prosecutor was when the office of the special prosecutor felt that it had enough evidence to get him to attend to them. And they say that when Professor Frimpong Boateng went there, the evidence that had been gathered against him was shown to him. And this was strong evidence. It was only based on that they said he was under arrest and granted bail. So they're telling you, look, if you're to speak to Professor Frimpong Boateng today, and if he was to tell you really what transpired there, but for he coming out to say, this is what happened to me, the office was going to deal with him professionally. Nobody would know that the office had done that to him until it decides to take a case to court against him. And for the office, they're not doing this because it's a witch hunt or anything. It's because as part of their investigations, they have substantial, in fact, enough evidence to then say, Professor, you are under arrest and investigations will continue. You have then decided to go and put this out. Because if you hadn't brought it out, we would have just continued with our work. Nobody would have even known that you've been arrested.
So your source has confirmed my point.
That?
The fact that your source is now having to explain after the fact all these details to you, it enforces...
No, they explained to Professor because he was supposed to explain to
I'm talking about
everything that was happening to him.
I'm talking about what you have just outlined right now, okay? What your source has, the information your source has given you that you have just outlined for us right now. It enforces the fact that if they had handled it as not a business as usual at the time he was arrested, and made sure that, like they have done in other cases,
because sometimes we cannot be beaten about it. This is not the first time the Special Prosecutor's Office has actually invited people and put out the
put a statement out.
They've done so many times that this gentleman has now been arrested. We are looking for this gentleman. What's the name?
Thank you.
Some time ago, they even actually issued some what do you call it? Was it not arrest warrant? They wanted notice or something like that, looking for a very popular person. It happens all the time. When they convert that invitation to arrest, they also tell us all the time.
So that's the point. The fact that he is now having to chase the discussion, the debate with facts and details, it means that if they had done it from the beginning, there would have been no speculation. Everybody would have understood.
I get where you're coming from, but my understanding of the work of the Special Prosecutor also, and I've known people who have gone to the Special Prosecutor. In fact, I know people's cases where it's reached today that is not in the public. They've gone there, Raymond, off air, I'll mention names to you. I know people who have been to the Special Prosecutor. There's been discussions, and they've had discussions about plea bargaining and everything. As I speak, we're not aware of them, right? Because they've not reached a conclusion. So they're not going to tell you anything. There are people who have been arrested. They've been granted bail. Their cases are ongoing. They're not going to tell you anything.
Yes.
When they show up at court, before they go to court, then they will now make the announcement and say, we are going to court.
Yeah.
So, in their own procedures, all I'm saying is that based on what I have seen and persons who have gone there, some of whom have actually told me that we've gone to the Special Prosecutor, There are instances where people have gone to the special prosecutor. They've been arrested. That is not out there in the public domain.
Granted. And that is business as usual.
Yeah.
That is their procedure, like you correctly said. Their procedure. My question is, why did they decide to follow the business as usual procedure in this case when there are clear extenuating circumstances? The man did a press conference before he came to see you. He went to tell the public that he has been invited as a witness. You know that's not the case. So obviously, you know that once he goes and says that, and then he comes for this interview, it will create a certain public perception which you know is not correct. And you say you are doing business as usual? Why? Do you not see a problem there to cure? Why would you decide that this should also be dealt with the way you deal with all others? When you have seen the obvious threat to your reputation and the job that you are doing by the man putting out a press statement, because he understood that he's being invited as a witness. So he's put that out. But you know that's not the case. You see what I mean? So say something. Say something.
There was a reason,
like you have in the past.
There was a reason why when we put together the law for the special prosecutor, we made room for it to publish reports.
Yes.
Reports, half yearly. Which issues are you dealing with? What's the status and the progress of some of these issues? They are important because that office has another important role, letting the people of this republic believe that it is fighting corruption and making it a costly adventure for people not to engage in. We cannot dismiss that. And if you have done things like tell us who you are actually looking for, who is on your arrest list, and all of that in times past, there is nothing wrong in telling us that we have advanced this matter to this level. So, and I'm saying we got to know that Professor has been invited by the special prosecutor. It was not hidden. So another step of an arrest happening at the time he actually appeared will not be a big problem, because you need to manage it, more importantly because of the environment we have all described here. But going forward, it is the core of the problem is that people don't trust
state institutions.
Yes, that state institutions will be impartial, will do their work without influence and control. They will not be used to witch hunt and also pursue people who are deemed to have done things or be enemies of some people specifically. That is the core of the problem. And so it imposes on you an extra duty to make sure that you look out for any elements that may subject your office or the people who are acting in those offices to the thinking that, yet another institution being used.
That is my view precisely.
And once he came out, you saw the office actually showing you the letter that it.
Brilliant. And
the letter says, this is you attending to us, not that you've been invited as a witness. These are investigations concerning you.
Sorry, but who speaks for the Office of Special Prosecutor today?
That's a very good question. That's a very good question.
They have a PR unit. I know they have a Facebook page that's very functioning.
Yeah.
They issue letters.
So clearly there are people working in that unit.
Yeah. So who speaks for the Office of Special Prosecutor? Because some of these things you need a clarity as early as possible so that it doesn't sink in, because this is the Republic of Ghana. Truth may be hidden for so long that it doesn't sound like truth again, even if it comes out. So you need to be proactive in dealing with some of these matters. That is, if your intention is clearly to do your work without control and without influence, and to do your work dispassionately.
Listen, let's take a break. When we come back, why don't you tell us what you think about these recent developments? Okay, these things are being done in your name. So what you think about it is very important. When we come back, we open the phone lines. Stay with us.
My people, Philadelphia. Our very own Adansi Travels is 10 years old. Wow. I hope you remember what they did on their 5th anniversary with a 555 figure and even the power of 8.
Then this will be a 10 days thing.
That is right. We are going on a 10-day adventure in Dubai on a chartered Emirates flight full of Adansi travelers from 10th to 19th August. And starting from $1,650, you can be part of this Adansi-licious 10th anniversary tour. The rate covers flights, hotel accommodation, breakfast, visa, airport transfer, tours, and Adansi at 10 mega party at Dubai Desert Camp with the legendary Samini.
Adansi Travelers Tour. It's a vibe. The 10th anniversary. Don't be a part of this.
You can pay a minimum of $500 to book your seat and pay the rest till 15th July. Contact Adansi Travels now on 0595 500 817 or 055 631 0404 to book your spot now. Adansi Travels. Feel life's beauty.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me.
Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know.
Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Mosquitoes come through your door, kill it, will kill them for sure. Eh, kill it, will kill them for sure. Kill it, insecticide spray, kill it, mosquito paw. Anywhere them day, we've got kill it today. Intuntum nentefre, kill it. Wow, kill it. Mosquitoes and insects, kill it. So they come there, yeah. Kill it. Intuntum nentefre, kill it. Wow,
have you heard? Kill It is back and available nationwide at all shopping outlets. Buy what kills mosquitoes, cockroaches, and all flying and crawling insects. Use Kill It Insecticide's strong and long-lasting formula that leaves a lingering sweet aroma. Buy Kill It Insecticide. Todiekum. This product is FDA approved.
Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D till no not now. Won't malaria chill. Popo. What will you do? I want you. No not. A dabako. No not. A damien no. No not. A damien sa. No not. No not. Scatter malaria. Lonat, it scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa wumujam ansana wanum Lona. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo hwa ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
The system has nothing on her. Those in power fear what she can do. She is Madame, and she is coming. On one hand, she's a humanitarian, and on the other, she's using them to seduce men in power for favors. Madame is a new drama series that explores the evils of an uncontrolled system where young women are exploited. Premiering Monday, 8th May at 8 p.m. on Aquaba Magic, DSTV Channel 150 and Go TV Channel 102. Stay connected on Star 759 Harsh.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Well, there you go. You're welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy. In a moment, we'll open the phone lines. We want to know what you think about what's transpiring. Professor Frimpong Boateng is the subject of a corruption investigation by the Office of the Special Prosecutor. He was directed to attend. He was interrogated. That's the right word for it. That those things they describe as interviews are interrogations. And after that, he was arrested and bailed. But of course, he suggests that this is all intimidation, it's all victimization. And, well, he doesn't even know why he was arrested. Well, let's find out what you think about all of that. But first, good news for small to medium scale business owners. With SME Plus, you get to manage all your operational costs in communication. Now, this service allows you to choose from affordable packages. You enjoy talk time, SMS, data, and business content, as well as free on-net calls every Monday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. thanks to MTN. Just dial star 5060 hash to sign up today. You can WhatsApp or call 0244 308 111 for more details, and stay connected everywhere you go.
Well, the Electricity Company of Ghana wishes to inform the general public, especially their cherished customers, that with the introduction of the enhanced ECG Power app, customers are required to do cashless business with ECG anytime and anywhere. Key benefits of using the ECG Power app: it allows credit top-up for your smart prepayment meter, accepts payment from mobile money wallets, Visa, MasterCard for ECG transactions, generates bank invoice for payment, serves as a platform for reporting and resolving issues, accepts payment for all invoices generated by ECG, refunds challenge top-ups, provides history of payment transactions and consumption information, provides notifications and alerts from ECG. It is convenient, safe, and secure for use 24/7. Customers should please download the ECG Power app from Google Play Store, App Store. Customers with non-smartphones should dial star 226 hash to access the ECG Power app for all transactions. For assistance or further information, visit the nearest ECG office or website at ecg.com.gh or contact our call center on 0302 611 611.
All right, now kingdomstoreonline.com is the website I want you to visit today. Go check out all the great stuff you can buy from Kingdom Books and Stationery. You can pay via Momo if you like anything you see, and they'll deliver to your home or office in very good time. If you're in Accra or Tema, you even get free delivery. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Well, everywhere make hot baby ayashi. So still, man, for enjoy. Have you see the thing? Well, grab your favorite Bigo drink from Twelum Industrial Company Limited, producers of Venom Mineral Water and Rush Energy Drink. And guess what? Bigo drink gives you 20 bottles for a pack. Yes, no more 16, 4 more bottles for free. Obia Benyabi. Boys, girls, mommy, daddy, for the party, funeral, family day out, and other social gatherings. No wahala. Grab any of our flavors: cola, orange, pineapple, apple, cocktail. Bigo drink, big in taste, big in flavor, big in quantity, and very affordable for all. Bigo drink, another premium product from Twelum Industrial Company Limited, producers of Rush Energy Drink and Venom Mineral Water.
All right, listen, call us 0302 216 541 or 055 111 997. We're talking about the recent information about the arrest of Professor Frimpong Boateng, the arrest which happened almost a month ago by the Office of the Special Prosecutor, after which he was immediately bailed. But, you know, it all seems to be coming out in a very interesting narrative, and we want to know what you think. So 0302 216 541 or 055 111 997. Claude is in Tema. Hi, Claude. Good morning.
Good morning, Kojo, Winston, and Ray. How are you doing?
We're all great, fine. Thank you.
Yes. Kojo,
yes,
you know, I felt so heartbroken, so disappointed when I heard that the professor had been arrested. You ask yourself, for what? Somebody who has sacrificed his life, you know, set up a cardio unit, his love for environment, and then comes into government, and this is how he's treated. You know, it's just unfortunate. Psychologically, emotionally, if you tell somebody he's arrested when he doesn't know he's going to be arrested, the person can go into shock and anything can happen to the person. I think it is very bad. But you know, Galamsey is still going on in our river bodies, in the forest reserves. Which DCE, which MCE, which regional minister has been invited to answer for what is happening in their regions or in their districts? None of them have been invited. But this man who has brought a report commissioned by the president, you invite him against his report or against what? Asante Hini distilled one of the chiefs. I don't know exactly which one. But what is the president doing about those regional ministers where Galamsey is going on in their districts? He should follow Asante Hini's example. Dismiss them, sack the DCs, MCs, and I think people will sit up. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling us, Claude. We'll stay in Tema and talk to Nee. Hi, Nee. Good morning.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, Kojo. How are you?
Not bad at all, Nee. Thanks for calling us.
Okay, I'm good. But if the special prosecutor cannot arrest Eko Ewusi, and can arrest Professor Frimpong Manson, then we know the Ghana we are in. No problem.
Well, they've
we are
arrested
all watching. We are watching, and we are watching. They should keep on doing what they are doing. But if Shema Wuntumi can even walk free, and this man will be arrested, we are watching. That's cool. No problem. Have a good day.
Thank you, Ni. Ekowiusi was arrested
yes.
As part of the investigation into his excavator matters. All right, Ni is in Achimota. Hi, Ni. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Joe. So, I've been following you for a very long time, and it's like this Dr. Prof. Frimpong Boateng's issue is becoming a major issue again. Look, it seems, I mean, from all that you discussed, it has been under investigation for a very long time, isn't it? And so, can I say that probably, allegedly, he leaked that report when he saw that the noose was closing on his neck. And now he was arrested for 1 month before coming out. Look, let's face facts. Let's allow the OSP to do its job. The conspiracy theories are too much. You know, it's a game. And so let's allow him to play, to do whatever he wants to do. And when he gets to court, we'll see the fact of the whole thing. We can't play on emotions the way we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you. You're right. Conspiracy theories are too much. But that is your view as well. Your own theory of what might have happened. Thank you for sharing. Edward is in West Airport. Hi, Edward. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. So let me have a quick take on this. First of all, the two issues, the interview by Evans. As a minister of state who has exited, he provided handing over notes. That is one. Two, all the expenditure that was made by this INCM or whatever it's called are public financing. So I'm expecting that since we are in 2023, a public accounts committee or the Auditor General's report to the Public Accounts Committee would have captured all these expenditures on drones and whatever. Someone who has exited, how do you expect him to come to you with official documents? All these documents are sitting at the ministry. So if you want these official documents, you have to summon the ministry, bring the official documents, his handing over notes and everything, and then you interrogate it. These are what has to be done. But the way this thing is being done, it's I don't know.
Okay, Edward. Thank you for sharing. Shall we go to Jamestown? Hello, Selom.
Good morning.
Good morning.
With this issue, I don't know whether our Ghanaian system has been set up to reward mediocrity. The reason why I'm saying that it's as if you are doing the right passing through procedures to get people to get the actual fact of things that are happening. Things that are of common knowledge to all of us. We know that these things are happening. Somebody presents a report. The report has been there. Nobody was acting on it. Until he has to come out and speak on it. When he spoke on it, now before special prosecutor now knows that he has to go and arrest people. We all know what is happening. Are you getting it? People like Frimpong Boateng, people who have fed this country, done a lot of things. How much money that selling one piece of your disease to Frimpong Boateng? The person has been writing. The same way we victimize Dominic. After removing him, now a court comes forth. It's an the person. What sort of system are we listening? Even a common headline in one of the papers, ridiculing and mocking a whole professor. I don't know how you want us to do. Goodbye.
Thank you for calling, Selom. Freddie is in Mamprobi. Hi, Freddie. Good morning.
Good morning, Kudu. Yes, I have a different opinion.
Okay.
We all know that, Prof, no one can compare what he's done in terms of his ability to, even heal hearts and all that. But anyone who is invited by any office of state authority, he respectfully ought to honor the invitation. He need not to, continue telling us what he has done and what we hope he will do. I am hoping that government will even give him another opportunity, maybe in Kumasi, to establish a bigger heart hospital. That notwithstanding, he ought to exercise patience, keep quiet, get a lawyer. Anytime he is invited, he should go. If he is innocent or if he's supposed to give account, he should go ahead and give the account. And that will be all. Nothing will be done. Nothing bad will happen to him. I wish him all the best.
Thank you, Freddie. Thanks very much for calling. And listen, maybe we have time for one more call, just one more call. So you know the numbers 0302 216 541. 055 1111 997. We're talking about Professor Frimpong Boateng's recent, well, I say recent, but it's been almost a month now.
Yeah.
Arrest by the Office of the Special Prosecutor. He was bailed immediately. And it's all in relation to the corruption investigation into activities of the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining. Professor Frimpong Boateng was the chair of that committee in his capacity as Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, appointed by the President. This was all part of what the President said he was doing to put his presidency on the line in the fight against Galamsey. As you easily surmise for yourself, Galamsey is the biggest threat to our environment and the future of our nation right now. Kwesi is in Adenta. He's our last caller. Hi, Kwesi.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning to you, brother.
I think the professor should just be quiet, like the last caller said. Get a lawyer, present his case. That'll be fine. All the other things that people are saying to me are sentiment. You just present the facts to the people and everything will be fine. That's all. No matter what he has done, he'll be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Kwesi. And thanks to all of you who called us. Claude, Nee, the other Nee, Edward, Selom, Freddie, and our last caller, Kwesi. We appreciate you all ever so much. All right, I think it's about time.
Yeah, it is. It's a Friday morning, and DJ Obet is standing by to give us some great tunes.
Absolutely. Followed by the Cosmopolitan Mix with Dorinando. Followed by all of your favorite programs on Joy. Followed by me going on leave.